Hello, everyone. How are we all doing? Gonna let everyone sort of settle in firstly because hopefully an ad's playing. Um, I have just dropped a ton of stuff off to my storage unit, and I pulled out my little Rescue the Mer People set that I bought off eBay for $80 a couple of months ago, and I knew that it was in really bad condition, or at least there was a couple of things, but I've pulled it out now because I want to check over it, make sure that this is good. The minifigures look terrible. I've got to repurchase practically all of them, which is not fun, but anyway, it is what it is. Unfortunately, luckily I've got Ron. He's in this tub from my own personal collection. So oh dear. It's not doing well. But there he is. Okay, so I've got Ron, and I repurchased Hermione at Brickworld, so I've got two of them. So I just need to buy Victor Crumb again. I mean, he looks all right, but his head's in terrible condition, and the shark's got a ton of teeth marks on it. So I need to buy a new one of him as well. And then Harry and the mermaid are just atrocious. Look at Ron. Firstly, that's Hagrid's head. Secondly, that's the wrong colored hairpiece, and it's got Sharpie on it, and there's just a ton. This is atrocious. I don't know what I'm gonna do with all of this stuff, and that needs to be replaced as well. So I found a Bricklink store in Australia that's got Harry and the mermaid, so I can swap these guys out because Harry's face is wrong firstly, and his torso again has got bite marks, the backs of his legs look atrocious, his whole legs. The mermaid's not too bad. I swapped out her hair already because this was covered in Sharpie as well, and there's so many teeth marks. So look, don't be a cheap ass like me. Buy sets with quality or you're going to be paying the price. So I'm going to do this now. So I've been trying to go through it. So I'm all right, I'm going to skip out and I'm going to be cheap and I'm not going to get Ron yet. I'll rebuy him in the future, but at least for a review, he's fine. So thank God for that. And then there's Hermione. Look, on the plus side, this Hermione, again, she's been through the war, but her torso is fine. And I did actually need a replacement one for one that I screwed up myself as a kid. So if there's one benefit that came out of this set, it's that. The rest of them are gross. If anyone wants a slightly chewed up Victor Crumb, though, let me know. You can have them for $10 if you want. Yeah, it's quite brutal. So I'm going to be slowly rebuilding this just to make sure that firstly all the pieces are there. Because if I'm going to be reordering a ton of even the oars are disgusting. It sucks. I'll take them for free. You got to pay for shipping. So yikes. Yeah, that wasn't really going to be. I mean, I was going to do a gaming stream and it was going to be Fall Guys, and then 10, Peyton, of course, in tradition, it's just a running joke at this point. He was like, yo, can't play. And I was like, well, what's the point of doing Fall Guys for a third time? Plus, it's late because I had to drop off stuff at the storage unit. So I was like, why don't we just sit and we chat? Can I have the chewed Victor? I mean, I'm thinking I might just put all of the chewed up minifigures on, Ron Weasley. You can buy him, just pay for shipping. Pay for shipping. Or if someone, I'll just give them up as a bundle for $10 and just put it on my merch store for someone if they want it. Literally, you just pay for shipping, and I'll ship it as a letter as well so that it's not expensive. Already we're missing a piece. What the heck? This has got tape in these. I should just sell this entire set and repurchase it, but then again, it's $300. So kind of don't want to do that. So that's good. He's over here. I know, right? I know, right? I thought, he was chill, but apparently he's not. Too busy going to sleep or whatever. But wait, what is this set? Is the original Rescue from the Mer People set from 2007? No, 6, 5, something. And I'm trying to rebuild it and make sure that all of the pieces are there, because I literally bought it and I just looked at it and I was like, okay, some pieces need to be replaced, and then put it in my storage unit. And then when I was dropping things off, I was like, I should probably get this set and just double check. What's the story with the set? I don't know. I bought it off eBay back earlier this month because I was I saw it for a cheap deal and it had 0 bids, and I was like, oh, should I get it? Should I get it? It's $80, and I was like, oh, I can just replace a couple of things, not realizing that I'd have to replace the entirety of the minifigures, which like Victor Crumb's like $50 on his own. And like luckily I bought Hermione and like don't really need to replace Ron, so I just need to get Harry. He's 30 and the mermaid's like 45, but there's someone who's selling both of them, so I'm going to buy it from them. They've also got a couple of like the pieces, like they've got the little like mermaid rod and like a couple of other things like the oars. So I'll just place an order with them, which sucks. How many Harry Potter sets do you have? 90 something. I checked Brick's set actually when I was on my way back from the storage unit. I was like, Mom, guess what? I've got 80% of all Harry Potter sets. Be proud of me. She seemed proud of me. So, you know, there's that. So anyway, what's everyone been up to today? I personally went out and bought... No, I didn't buy anything. I went out for brunch. And it was very nice. I had poached eggs on toast with a hash brown on the side, and then I had a mocha and some orange juice to drink. And then afterwards, I got up and I had to go and get a Father's Day card for my dad, except they didn't have any, so I had to buy a birthday card. And then I've got to... that was my morning. I've got Rona. That sucks. I have heard about Ninjago. I've got a couple. I like lost my Samukai and I wanted to replace him, but he's expensive. Oh, Commander Cody is misprinted. That's expensive. You know what, Noah? You should sell that. You should sell that helmet. Get some money. There are some crazy Star Wars fans that would pay a ridiculous amount for that. So I got another 5 First Battle Pack. Nice. I want to try and get some more. No, because I just know that, like, especially in Australia, right? Like, this set was not common to begin with. And as soon as the new one comes out, people are going to want it. So I'm like, I can get some VIP points. Father's Day in August. I mean, technically it's the beginning of September. Like, our Father's Day is the beginning of September. So that's what it is. Grocery shopping is so expensive. I know, right? I hate going grocery shopping. It's the worst. It's just so boring. And then, like, I'll always want, like, different foods. Like, I'll be like, hey, Mum, let's get this as a snack. Oh, let's get this. And then she has a go at me because she's like, I spend more money when I go grocery shopping with you. And I'm like, well, you invited me. So, quite frankly, which Harry Potter sets do I still need? So, I'm basically down. I'm getting down to the end, guys. So, I'm getting down to all of the expensive ones, which is not fun. I have one Goblet of Fire set left, which is the Hungarian Horntail. I did, in fact, buy the Graveyard Jewel, which I'm very excited about. I don't think I'm going to build it anytime soon. I think I'm going to sit on it, and I think I'm going to wait, because I've got so many, like, Harry Potter sets that I could build in my backlog right now, and I'm like, I'm going to prioritize them based upon, like, if some of them, I guess, are relevant or, like, being remade, so that I can review them and I can compare them and do all of that jazz. And then the rest of them I'll just sort of leave. So I've got one Goblet of Fire set left, and I've got majority of the Prisoner of Azkaban wave. So like that castle, Hagrid's hut from that wave, the motorized Hogwarts Express, both of the original Hogwarts Expresses, the 2004 and the 2001. I need Buckbeak's Encounter, the Marauders map. Pretty much the only two that I've got from the Prisoner of Azkaban are the, Shrieking Shack and Night Bus. And then I need a couple from like the first 2 years. One polybag, which is the trolley from like 2010. I need the Night Bus polybag, and then like a couple of other small bits, like the Harry Potter. Like I need both the Dimension sets. I'm planning on getting them. I've got the brick heads, or at least I have access to purchase the brick heads, which is exciting. So I'm getting there. Building the ship right now. I'm building the... Like, all of these pieces look clean. Usually I would dust them, but, like, the pieces are good. Like, they're clean. You know what's not good? The minifigure condition. But, you know, how does it feel having finished your whitewater set? Man, I was excited. Look, it's on the shelf. I couldn't put it all together because the bridge is in the way, but I made sure I put it on the shelf. I filmed my review of it last night, which is super exciting. I just need to film an intro, which is basically what I'm going to do this afternoon, is just film a bunch of intros, because currently I've got this like fake tan water on, so I feel kind of sticky and kind of gross. So not great, but you know, it's fine. It's really good. Speaking of Harry Potter, I helped out a wrestling store over the city over the weekend where Harry Potter lost to a cockroach. That's funny. When you complete your collection, you should combine every set to make a huge Hogwarts and Wizarding World. It would be epic. Oh, I would. I definitely combine Hogwarts, and that's one. Like, if there's one set from the Prisoner of Azkaban that I'm looking at closely, because like I'll always sort of like lean towards one as I sort of like I guess go into like my hey, let's go back at looking at retired sets again. The one I'm looking at getting next out of that life is that Hogwarts Castle, because then I can combine every single Hogwarts Castle set together. And I think that would be really cool. Or at least like all the playset ones and then maybe throw it in with like the micro scale one. Overall, I just think it's going to be really cool. Hey, look at that. Woo. Woohoo. So it'll be good when you post the review. I'll post it on the 31st of August, I think, or the 1st of September. Either one, because I wanted to tie in with the release of the train, because like all of my train content is pretty much done. I've got to finish editing the 2018 versus 2022 train review, which originally I was like, well, they're very different sets. But then I went onto Lego's website to get a screenshot. And if you click on the listing for the 2018 train, it says, hey, there's a new version of this. And you click on it and it takes you to the collector's edition, which like, I don't think that's quite right. But, you know, those two are not remakes of one another to me. Lego apparently thinks differently, but I want to finish that up and get that out tonight. And then I'm going to do a D2C comparison closer to the release. And then like all the train content's done. So that's good. I'm feeling a lot more relaxed after that review got up and it's doing fantastic. So thank you to everyone who has watched that. Bought the entire stock of 2x8 bricks at the Lego store for my 5-foot tall Uda Power mark. Oh my God. Oh my God. I usually start looking for used sets. The first thing I will do, or like retired sets, because like I'm usually will buy used sets just because it's cheaper. Except in some cases for when like there's not a used set available or like there's a really good deal on a sealed one. Because I'm like, what's the point of spending all that money on sealed ones? Look, of course, well, I mean, at least look at this set quality. You won't have pieces that are chewed up. That's one advantage. Otherwise, like usually I stay away from that. But the first place I go and look is Bricklink because that gives you like a really good rough estimation. But if you want good deals, you've got to go on like the marketplace websites. So Facebook Marketplace, literally the only reason I still have Facebook installed on my phone is for Facebook Marketplace. So I usually go looking on there or I go on Gumtree, which is an Australian site. But also these days, I'm in a spot now where I'm like, the gates are open again. Good night, Ty. The borders are open, right? So like if I find a set that's like cheapest in like the UK, I'm going to ship it to my grandparents. If there's a set that's like really cheap in the US, I'm going to ship it to my friends and then I'm going to pick it up off of them. So luckily now I don't need to quite look at like just Australia sets. I can go and look at like other countries if there's like cheaper deals, but then I have to like wait longer to pick them up because like I'm not there all the time. I paid $80 for this set. So like it wasn't expensive. Like I think at least to get the pieces, like, you know, it's pretty good. And I've got the instructions. But man, these minifigures are disgusting. I hate it, especially since I'm a minifigure person. The fact that the minifigures look so appalling, I'm just like, no. Like I knew that they were bad, but like I didn't think they were going to be this bad. Or at least I completely forgot that they were this bad. So there you go. That TIE bomber will be interesting in new scale. Wait, it was a new scale? I didn't realize. What's your favorite Hogwarts castle from every generation? 4, 10, 18, 21. Mine's the 2018 system. Like, that stuff is amazing. Like, the classic ones, like, it gives off, like, very vintage Lego energy. And I love that. It's cute. It's nostalgic. Like, I love building Diagon Alley because, like, it was quite nostalgic for me. But the 2018 ones, like, they were gorgeous. They had great interiors. They had great exteriors. Like, overall, it was just fantastic. I love it. I love it. On the Hogwarts Express build live stream, I forgot to check the Discord link and went sent through. Get Pen or Lily, either one. Can someone please do that for me? Thank you. I want to do a big, nice thank you to all of the mods this year. I have a few ideas of what I want to do for their help. Because of situations like this where I'm busy sorting through what I've got. Thank you, Lily. I made it myself. I just bought like a white shirt from Glassons and I was like, all right, we're going to tie-dye it. Although it did fade a lot, which is quite unfortunate. Thank you, Lily. So that was annoying, but never mind. It'll be good. I remember when the Harry Potter theme was coming back. Oh my god, it was such an exciting time. Guys, did anyone see Marcos Bezos' Instagram story? He found some like Lego con shirts and a like a San Diego Comic Con shirt. I saw the story when it was like 17 minutes. So I was like, yes, I want the Lego con shirt. I missed out. I was too slow. And I was like, damn it. Ew, this piece is a bit gross. But like he replied to my story and I was like, oh my god. Or at least me saying thank you. He's like, yeah, sorry, it's already been taken. I was like, oh, I missed out. And then I kind of wish I was like, by the way, thank you for your contribution to the Harry Potter theme. Like, it's amazing. Hey, Asian. Shout out to Asian, by the way, for his CMF collab for the 90th anniversary. That has got over 100,000 views. That is amazing. And might I say, Asian, this is what happens when you put time, care, and energy and like really work on like making some really good figure drawings that have like got a lot of detail and like shadowing. Like, props to you. It's amazing. Congratulations. I'm really happy for you. So well done. I have some of the 2010 Toy Story sets, but the stickers are messed up. I'm not sure what to do. Replace the stickers and give them a clean, or part out and keep the minifigs. Ooh, what I would do is I would probably replace the stickered pieces. Like, you can buy them off Bricklink, like with the stickers on them, or buy new pieces and buy like one of the knockoff sticker sheets, because like it's a sticker sheet. Does it need to be a proper one? Not really. So there you go. That's what I would do. Speaking of Toy Story, I realized today that I don't actually have every Toy Story minifigure, and I got sad, and I was like, damn it. I thought I'd completed that collection. Apparently not. So that's unfortunate. But how'd I get the Hogwarts Express early without LAN? Lego stuffed up, and I took advantage of that. Am I missing a blue? I'm missing a blue. No, I'm not. So please. Favorite musical? Mine's The Book of Mormon. Which I know isn't everyone's cup of tea, but I found it very funny. I loved it. It was very smart. Who are you missing? Well, technically, I don't have the buildable Zerg, so I don't know if Brickset's counting the aliens. And then I sold my, whatchamacallit, the army men, and I didn't rebuy the army men, so I think I'm technically missing all of them. It's like saying I've got like 80% or something. So that was fun. Wait, I just watched it last week. How good is it, Asian? How good? Like, I actually love it. I've got like the full book and everything on like how it was made. Like, I love it. It's so good. I have the Woody and Bo Peep brickhead since March. I never built it. I mean, fair. Buzz Lightyear was a much more interesting brickhead. And that's the tea. I mean, it's not really tea, but you get what I mean, don't you? It's fine. It's fine. Speaking of the brickheads, has anyone else felt like, I know we're getting more brickheads this year, like we've had a significant uptick, but does anyone else feel that they're getting like kind of lame and boring, like as a whole? Like, I remember when the brickheads first launched, like all of the designs were really cool and like looked amazing, and now they all just feel like kind of lazy. Like, is anyone else feeling the same, or is that just a me thing? So there we go. I have the army on the side for you. No way. You've got to be kidding me. Because that's the one thing that I haven't bought. I also really do want to buy the buildable figures. Like, I'm not fussed on getting like every Toy Story set. Like, I mostly just want every Toy Story minifigure. And I've mostly done that. But I've still got like quite a lot of the sets, at least like the ones that I love and things like that. So that's fun. Okay, I don't feel quite as bad anymore. Like, this set looks fine. So, oops, that's not the piece I wanted. There we go. I think the brickhead should be main variants of the characters, not new versions of the suits of the characters. I agree. I also agree that brickheads are kind of lame. I don't follow the AFL. It confuses me. Confuses me more than NFL does. What's happening to you and brickheads is how I feel about Funko. They're all the same, just a different coat of paint. Exactly. And like the thing with brickheads is even the new ones that we're getting, like the designs are boring. Like with Funko as well. It's like, I love a good Funko Pop. But like, I'm not going to buy every one because it's like, firstly, it's confusing. Like, why do I need a glitter version and a neon version and a fluffy version and a glow-in-the-dark version of all the same thing? And why is like those special versions like super expensive? Like, it doesn't make sense. What's your favorite product from your online store? It's either the Bugle t-shirt or the Ahsoka like sweatshirts slash hoodies. I did hear about the Captain Rex helmet and I am very excited. I am buying that. Why did Lego stop making Fantastic Beasts sets? Because Fantastic Beasts was a disappointing franchise and it wasn't making them a lot of money. So they stopped making them, which actually kind of sucks. I feel like there could have been like at least one more to tie in with the new movie, which I still haven't seen, but I still would have bought it. So yeah. Actually, someone ordered a hoodie while I was asleep. And then I got an email today being like, oh, your design needs to be changed. Just like, there's too many thread colors. And I'm like, what do you mean there's too many thread colors? You literally gave me a sample with the 2 thread colors on it. And now you're telling me you can't do that. So I'm going to email them back and be like, no, I got a sample. What do you mean? Otherwise, I'll make the whole thing white, which is really frustrating. But I'm like, dude, you couldn't have told me this beforehand. Stupid drop shipping company. Man, that's very true. I agree. Zing goes a bit overboard with like the Funko Pops on like display. However, that's one of the reasons why I loved going into Zing when like I had one like somewhere near me. Because like I would just love looking at the wall of Funko Pops. Like that's my favorite thing. Like I love going to like pop culture stores. That reminds me, how did I go through like, okay, so growing up, and I think we're all aware of this, like I've told this before, right? Like I used to go to the US on holiday a lot. Like we would go pretty much every year. And like in that time, right, like I learned a lot about US stores because, you know, I'd always go to the shopping centers and I'd always spend a lot of money. And like back then as well, like a lot of the stores didn't exist in Australia or sold exclusive things. Like we didn't have Bath and Body Works for a really long time. So like I'd always go and buy products from them, right? How did I not know that the store box lunch existed until like January 2022? What? What? Are you serious? Still waiting for the crying filter to... No, I actually do. Asian, what if I did that as like April Fool's? No, Asian, I know what I'm gonna do, right? So like I was thinking, right, like for the mods to say thank you or something, like I want to give you guys something. So I was thinking about like doing, like giving everyone a sticker and like sending them out myself and just like writing like a little thank you note and everything. What if I make it the crying emoji sticker for you? Huh? What store? I have no clue what that is. So, okay, so even Americans don't know about box lunch is now what I'm understanding from this. Okay, so maybe it's like a half thing, like maybe it's just like a coastal thing. Like, you know how like Chick-fil-A is like really big in like the East and then like In-N-Out's like in the West? You know what I mean? Okay, so box lunch, basically, for anyone who doesn't know what that is, it's Hot Topic, but without all of the goth and emo stuff. Like, it's literally just cool pop culture stuff. They've even got like the cutest like baby onesies. Like, there's like Winnie the Pooh outfits. I'm like, that's cute. I saw like a Spider-Man like waffle maker, and they've got these really cool baseball jerseys. Like I saw like a Buzz Lightyear one and a Woody one, which I loved, and I wanted the Buzz Lightyear one. They also had like Tigger, and like it's really cool. Like, yeah, literally, Jade, that's what I think about it. Like, that's what I thought. It's like, it's the cooler version of Hot Topic. Like, I remember hearing about Hot Topic and I was like, sick, they do a bunch of pop culture stuff, amazing. And I went in and I was like, what the heck is this for the first time? Because I was like, why is there so much goth stuff? Like, I feel like I'm entering like my emo era the second I step foot in this store. Like, what is going on? So, like, when I saw and walked into a boxed lunch for the first time, I was like, no way. Like, this is really cool. Like, oh damn, like, okay, like this is a thing. Like, I really like it. But what I've realized is like I've never heard of it. Like, I've only seen it mostly when like on the east side of the country, which I haven't been to the east side of America all that much until this year. Like previously, like I would barely ever go because I just didn't need to. Like often we would just go to LA, Vegas. We went to Utah once, which was fun. And like that was it. And none of them had a box lunch. So I did not have an emo era. I did not. But I felt like I was going to every time I walked into a box lunch because it was, I mean, not a box lunch, a Hot Topic. I was like, this is insane. But it's really cool. They don't sell, actually, no, I think they do sell lunch boxes. Like I went in So like a shopping center that I went in San Francisco with Sans and Claire, like they had a Lego store in there. That's why we went there because I wanted my stamp. And they had a box lunch and we all went in and they had like a ton of like Avatar stuff. So like Sans got really excited for all of that. And then like I was like checking out like all of the Disney things. Like the Harry Potter stuff is just like typical Harry Potter merch. Like it's kind of boring. But I was like, yo, this is cool. Like, good night, Jaden. So yeah, I never went through any emo era. The closest I got was when the Death of the Bachelor album dropped by Panic at the Disco. And I was obsessed. That album is amazing. I was like, wow, this is great. But like I never actually had an emo era. Like I was a bit good. I just bought a Bugle shirt. Let me check. Actually, I'll get because I get emails whenever someone gets them. Hold on. Did you actually, Cam? Thank you so much. Oh, there is. I wonder because like the way I've set it up, the place that like actually makes the shirts should get it and like submit it automatically. But sometimes it didn't do that once when I with a Bugle shirt, so I might have to place the order myself. Heck yeah, there it is. Shout out to Cam. It's basically sends me the email that you get as like email confirmation. Thank you so much, Cam. This is definitely not the piece that I needed. I need one of those like tall green things. Okay, noted. Noted. Well, those pieces look quite funky. What the heck? That definitely does not look right. Look at that. That is not right. Okay. I put a link to my merch store in the description. I did that today. I did actually have to go back. I saw Slowly Slowly last night in Wollongong's. They're kind of emo. Oh, really? I've never been to Wollongong. I don't plan on going to Wollongong either. Okay, so I need 3 of those. I need one of those green things. For the most part, every other piece is here. So that's good. Okay. Within the stud holes. It says Lego on it. But like the axle joints aren't Lego. So will you pin your merch store in chat? I can in a second. Let me finish these. Okay. There we go. And that's the set. Oh, wait, no, I've got to put a jellyfish on. Once the jellyfish is on, then we're good. Jellyfish. Okay, and then, yep, one of these pieces, and then that goes like this. Show it again, I will. I thought it was knockoff Lego at first, because like in the instructions it shows like the axle, but that's definitely not an axle. I don't know what kind of piece that is. Oh wait, it matches the picture. Never mind. Maybe this is supposed to be in this set. Okay. Asian. Okay. Oops, I just knocked off something. All right, here we go. I mean, besides the pieces that I need to replace, here we go. How long does it take for the clothes to ship from your store? So roughly, I think it takes like 3 days or 3 or 4 days for them to actually make the shirt. And then it gets shipped. And then because it's coming from the US, it should hopefully only take a couple of days once it's been shipped. So like I update the little like page where like it has like where I can say that it's been shipped, and then from then I'll like attach the tracking number that they give me, and then we'll be all good. So quickly, I need to check my Bricklink card. Bear with me. Okay, so I put everything in a wanted list. It was really easy for me to go and check. Okay, mer people. I've got too many things ticked. I don't care about my Marvel list. I don't want my brick bank list. Okay, so I need a big green brick. And I've got that crab. I need that. Forgot that. Please have it. Please have it. Please. It doesn't have it. Damn it. What was the other piece I needed? Did I need another piece? I can't remember now. I did need another brick. Hey, Samad. I needed something else. What was it? This octopus is kind of gross. Should probably replace him. I haven't bought any Mega Blocks in a while. However, Cam did send me 2 of the Pokemon ones, which was Psyduck and Ditto, and I love them. I think they are fantastic. I want to get some more of the Pokemon ones, actually. I just have not gotten around to it yet. Okay, wait, hold on. Sorry, I'm looking at my wanted list again. Have I got everything. No, they don't have the octopus either. No! Okay. So I think, all right, let's proceed to checkout. This is going to cost me $82. Now the set's suddenly $160. All right, place order. Okay, my Bricklink order's done. Good night, Cade. Okay, so that set's done and built. That's good. Let me put these two back in here. Will this be a short stream? Probably. I mean, I've got to do a bunch of video intros. Like, my Diagon Alley box is here so I can do my Diagon Alley review intro. I've got to do the intro for my Galaxy Explorer review. I still need to shoot that James Bond clip for the barrel shot, which I might do tonight. Then I needed to film something else. I can't remember what. But who knows? All good, Agent. I just bought a new, not him. I just bought 2 new versions of these figures because they are in horrible shape. So all I need to get now is a Victor Crumb. I also bought this and these 2 to replace all of them. So luckily Victor Crumb's hair's fine. So that's good. And then I think, yeah, Victor Crumb, like there's none available in Australia. So I might do a US and then ship it to Sans and Claire or something and be like, hey, can you bring that to me? Because like I'll see them soon. So that's good. So while we chat, oh damn, I've got my tea to drink too. Oh dear. Bin Chicken, fun fact about that. I actually got invited to go and like see that on like the day it was there. I got an invite. I was like, oh my god. But I couldn't make it, which I was so annoyed about. I was like, oh damn it. But I saw like clips of them on like Maddie J's Instagram. Fun fact, I met him. Went to his house to like drop a cake off. So I was on his Instagram story. I was like, oh, cool. The Crumb fig, his head's disgraceful. His arms are a little dinged up, but like I could swap that out. Like his legs are in good condition and like the torso is pretty good. And like I have his head from my Dumbstrung ship. So like overall, he's not awful, but he's still not great. And I think it's probably going to be cheaper just to buy the entire figure than try and buy his head and like the shark piece. So stop bragging about your cool life. No. Pink Trailing Trooper Battle Pack when? If I can find someone that can make like custom minifigures, I want to make a pink clone trooper. Like I want to draw up my own design and make it. It'll be so good. Van Chicken, he was the Bachelor like several years ago. Well, he was on The Bachelorette and then he won The Bachelor and now he's like a big person for Channel 10. So I can get all the Scooby-Doo sets new sealed for $900. I don't think that's a good deal. Because like the castle alone's $200 and the Mystery Machine I think is also $200. Maybe the castle's $300. So that's like $500 alone. Like I think we're pushing it for the rest. MGF Customs. I don't know. I need someone who has like a printer. Like I know someone who has a printer, but I don't want to use their printer because I don't agree with them as a person, but that's a different conversation. And then the other person who I know who may have access to a printer, I don't think actually has access to a printer. So I am going to watch The Masked Singer tonight. I think Mirabel's going to win. Calling it now. Calling it now. What is buzzing? Oh, my phone. A 3D printer. No, like you need either a pad printer or a UV printer. So I've got to find someone with them. Which is annoying. Also, while I'm here, I'm going to fix my nails. I painted my nails the other day. I finished. And then I was reviewing Diagon Alley and I was being really careful. And then I was doing my fixing the Star Wars minifigures video. And then as I was trying to take the head off a minifigure, I completely dented it. So I've got to redo it. And I thought, while I'm here just chatting is probably a really good time. So here's the look into what I use. So this is my nail polish remover. I'm going to just stick. So look at this. It's like a little sponge thing. And then I stick my thumb in and I just sort of rub it around a bit. Good night, Kim. And then, hold on. I've got to do it a little bit more. I have not seen RuPaul's Celebrity Drag Race. Oops. Hold on. There we go. And now it's gone. So that's fun. That's my cutie part. Excuse me. This is still a chatting stream. I'm just doing 2 things at the same time. I'm drinking some tea. It's so easy, Lily. It's so fast. So that's the thing, Jay. I need them done in bulk, which I think is the hardest part about it. Wait, how? I know, right? So I don't think it's just, like it. I can feel like the liquid or something. I am up to date on High School Musical. Wait, am I? I don't know. Maybe I missed this week's episode. I can't remember if I watched it or not. Corbin Blue came back, right? That was a thing. That was the episode. Yes, it was. I am up to date because then it ended and it was like, I can give you drama. I am up to date. We're good. We're good. See, I wouldn't want to do decals. Like, I want the whole thing to be printed if I can, which is the hard part. Like, also, if I did ever find someone or even buy or know someone who bought a printer for minifigures, I would make a Andrew Garfield minifigure and I would make a PlayStation 4 Spider-Man minifigure. Mostly for myself, but also I would probably sell them. You hear me, ladies and gentlemen? Rude. That's fine. See you know. I would love to do like 3D printed figures as well, but that would take up far too much time. Corbin Blue, where have I heard that name? He's Chad. Chad from High School Musical. He's back. Yes, that's right. The only link that High School Musical, the series, has to that musical anymore is by bringing on cameos. If you make an Andrew, please possibly buy one. Absolutely. I'd probably do like 50 at a time so that people could get one. Because, like, I want one just for my own collection. And if I'm doing that and I'm drawing him up and I'm designing him, like, that's the thing, right? I love designing my own merch. It's fun. I didn't learn Illustrator for nothing. So I want to make it all myself. So, like, I would just need to find a printer. So that's the thing. I did buy She-Hulk. I've got her. She's in my, like, my boxes, and then I've just painted mine now. So can't go get her, but I did buy her, and I love her. Also, I added Vader to my little minifigure display up the top. This is the one from the Obi-Wan Kenobi set that looks like Anakin, because I love Anakin. So he's just chilling up there. I need to update them. Oh, I almost ruined that I did ruin it by putting it on my mat. Oh, god damn it. I'm so bad at this. That's enough to feed a family. 50. I mean, that's the thing as well. Like, doing stuff like that would, like, cost a lot because you'd have to pour a lot of money into it initially. But knowing Chad is in High School Musical, the series, how good. I swear they're doing something. Because, like, Zac Efron went to that high school recently. So did Vanessa Hudgens. Bit convenient. I love the Lego She-Hulk minifigure. I think it's a Can my phone stop buzzing? Oh, my friend sent me a photo. Like, I love her. Like, the green wavy hair, her face print. Overall, it looks fantastic. I love it. Regret not buying it. I literally made a video telling you, hey, guys, you should buy these minifigures before they get expensive. And did anyone listen? Apparently not. And whose fault's that? Not mine. I gave you warning. So, because look what happened with Spider-Man. Everyone was like, and that's the weird thing about Lego, right? Like, people know that, like, these characters are going to show up, or at least have, like, an inkling that, hey, this might show up in a show, and then no one buys it until the figure shows up in the show, and then it, like, instantly, like, accelerates in price. Idiots. Idiots. The only one that didn't go up was Andrew Garfield's minifigure because he was already expensive to begin with. So, Mega, I would love a minifigure series based on the X-Men, but I don't think we're going to get it, which sucks. So, we'll see. I mean, I'd love that. But I know, I would love Fantastic Four. Like, I saw someone had some on a mock at Brickworld Chicago. Like, there was these customs in like a city sort of scape. What is going on with my phone? Stop sending me things. And I loved them. And I was like, I kind of want some. But I didn't get any. So that's what I'm thinking, Maroon. Like, I've honestly kind of, like, how, like, I've sort of drifted off from Marvel? Like, I still have, like, a whole list of Marvel Wanted figures, but I honestly haven't been going and looking and buying that many. I don't know what it is. It's just, I'm feeling uninspired with it now. Like, I bought recently the Killmonger figure and the bearded Steve Rogers. And that's been about it. Besides, like, maybe a Movocor officer I think I got. And I really want Doctor Doom. He was cool. I've looked at him several times, but I just have not gone and get him. Why is everything pinging? Shut up. My iPad is so annoying. I love my iPad, but it's really loud. Really loud. I'm talking about Secret Wars. That's the thing. I've got to get it. How many sets do you think all the coming MCU movies will get? I think it's going to range between like 1 and 3. And then there's like Black Panther, right? And it's got like 4 or something. Like, I just feel like any more is taking it up because, like, I think they're going to continue doing the Infinity Saga thing where we go back and we get stuff from other movies. But then there's also tons of new content coming out. I definitely think we'll get another CMF series as well. Like, that CMF series just did too well for them to not make another one. So maybe we'll get that next year. Well, here's the thing, Bin Chicken. I would love like a Cyclops mech, a Storm mech, Magneto mech, Professor X mech, and the whole mech is a wheelchair. I'm buying that. I'm buying that. I've gotten several Lego City sets, but I also sold a lot of them because I was just like, these take up a lot of space and I don't really care about them. Okay, bye, Abishay. See you later. Well, Ben, I don't think I need to really do a fixing the figure. Like, I think for the most part, like, they're all fine. Like, I think they were good. The only one that I would change was Pam. And until I get the set, like, I'm probably not going to be able to change her. Can we get comic sets too rather than just MCU sets? I would like some comic sets again. I mean, I guess like the mechs really are the only comic sets. Not a fan. Not a fan. Don't you want views? That's why I have the tray. You know what Lego City said I really want to get? I want to get that farm, but it's so ridiculously expensive and it's a 4+ set. I'm like, I'm not doing that. And I also want to get that one with the squirrels because why? They don't update bricks and pieces anymore. I want all of the animals. I want the piglets. I want the kittens. I want the squirrels. It's painful because I'm going to have to buy them some from somewhere. No more mechs. Guys, be realistic. Marvel's doing more mechs next year. Okay? And guaranteed as well, you know what we're going to get? We're going to get another Spider-Man jewel pack. And we've had Doc Ock. And we've had the Green Goblin. Who else are we going to get? I don't know. Hold on. Let me look at the bugle. Probably Mysterio. I can see them doing a Mysterio mech. That would actually be really cool with like a dome head. I'm telling you that's happening. There'll be a Spider-Man mech and there'll be 3 other mechs. Honestly, that would be cool. I'm not going to buy anything. I'm not going to buy them. See, Asians on the right mindset. Like, just think about, like, all of the comic-y style. Like, you just look at the bugle. Who wins in that? Or maybe they'll do a Venom mech. Spider-Man versus Venom mech. Because, like, Venom's one of the buildable figures. Like, I can see that being a thing as well. I would love that, though. Comic Electro mech. That would be so sick. I would buy that just to get Electro. Actually, no. I'd just buy the Electro figure. Who am I kidding? Recommend getting the tractor from last year or the horse transporter. See, that's what I would do, but I'm like, I want specifically the animals. I think I'm just gonna have to sit and wait for it to go on like 50% off or something. That's what I'm thinking. I've got it saved on my Amazon wish list because I'm just like, ooh, you're gonna drop in price. I also put the Sanctum on there because like I want it to get to like 25-30% off and then I'll buy it. I think remember Mighty Micros? I love that. Do an updated Rhino mech. A Rhino mech would be cool, but I just don't think they would do that. They already did a Venom mech. Did they? That was a thing? I thought 2020, right? We got no, like I'm talking about the small mechs, right? Like the really small, like $10 ones. Like we got Spider-Man, Iron Man, and Thanos in the first year, which was 2020. 2021, we got Thor, Captain America, and Miles Morales, plus the Spider-Man and Doc Ock one. Then this year we got Wolverine, Black Panther, and Iron Man, and then Spider-Man and Green Goblin. Came with the Spider Jet. Yeah, that's what I mean. I mean like the $10 ones. Like a $10 Venom mech. Not like a proper Venom mech set. Because I don't want that. Also, if they did more buildable figures next year, who do we think we're doing? Because we've done Spider-Man, we've done Venom, we've done Miles Morales, and we've done Iron Man. Who else could we get? Thanos? Maybe. Iron Man's the only one that made sense. Why did they do it in Spider-Man? It was so stupid. Ant-Man could be cool. I can't believe it's nearly September. I know, right? The end of the year is here. Buildable Squirrel Girl. I want that. Wonder. I would be tempted to buy that. You know, have you guys seen those? There's that one account on Instagram, right? Let me find it. That does the custom. Hold on. Let me see if Cam's shirt. Okay, Cam's shirt has not been ordered. Okay, I'm going to do that myself. They do all of the custom. Whatchamacallit? Lego arts. I want to do them. I saw this on TikTok initially, and now I've followed them on Instagram. So firstly, can I even pause this? I can't because it's Instagram, and Instagram's stupid. Okay, but anyway, it's Ahsoka if you buy the Batman set. So, like, I really wanna do that one, but then I have to buy the Batman set, and then I wanna do Wonder, which you use with 2 Elvis sets. How cool! I want a Wonder mosaic. So then I need to find 2 Elvis sets that are, like, cheap, and right now they're, like, $150. Like, I want them. So good. So good, and, like, how good would they look on my wall? See? How good. I know, right, Agent? The account for anyone who's wondering, if for anyone who wants to do it, if I do it as well, I'll make a video on them. Is Lego_KCZD. So they've done like tons. They've also done Anakin, which I really loved. Ooh, a beta using Batman. I mean, admittedly, that one doesn't look that cool. We've got Kanye West. We have um the guy from Breaking Bad. There's a Loki one, Cad Bane, Spider-Man, Captain Rex, Thrawn, Doctor Strange, Jack Sparrow. Like there is just so many. They look amazing. And that's the thing as well. Like who is buying Elvis and Batman, right? So I'm like, I've again, actually, let's check if they're on Amazon. I've got to try and find them because like they are so good, especially Wonder. Like I love the Wonder one. Let's see. Can I find any super discounted? Because like I managed to buy the Mickey Mouse one for $100. Like it was 50% off. But now none of them are like 50% off. Okay, so Batman is $160. Like I don't really want to spend 160. 140? Guy from Breaking Bad. I can't remember his name. They're with me. They have an Eddie one. I don't know how good. I mean, like, I kind of want to do one. Yeah, 2 Elvis sets is pushing it. Like, Ahsoka, I think because she's one is like kind of reasonable. Elvis is sold out on Amazon. Interesting. Add to wish list. Let me see if I can find one. Because like, I just think they're so cool. Like, I've still got my Sith one built as Lightning McQueen in my storage unit. Let's see. Lego Art Elvis. Why do I keep getting these clickbaity ads of it being like, they're going to do a Disneyland in Australia? Stop. I'm probably just going to order the parts, but that's the thing. The parts are expensive if you do it. Oh, Walter White. Okay, thank you. Forgot. LeBron James too. All right. Well, here's the thing. Like, mosaics are pretty easy to do, but what's most impressive is that this account does them based off the existing ones. Like, it's really easy to do a custom mosaic because, like, there's, like, apps and stuff for that. Yeah, like 180 they retail for. I cannot believe they used to retail for 200. The cheapest one I can find Elvis for is 169. Lame. Oh, damn it. It was 143 at Maya. Ooh, 150 at Costco. But then it's $300 for a Wonder Mosaic. And I could buy the Sanctum for that. Disneyland's never coming to Australia. Like, all of those things are lies. All right, let's check Costco, see if they've got the Batman one. Let's see. I love the Hayden Christensen one. It's so nice. So good. In Mecha Bricks, there's a feature where you import a picture and it automatically makes it into a mosaic. Oh, so that's how people do it. Is she not worth that? I mean, she is. It's a wonder, but like the Sanctum. That's the problem. Also, for any Australians, the Justifier is on Costco's website for $230. I saw that the other day. I forgot to say anything. Like the world maps 320 on Amazon. So like paying 300 for Wonder is like, look, it's something I want to do. I'm just got to keep an eye on the sets, I think. Like I would rather buy the Sanctum than 2 art sets. I think that's the problem. 230, yuck. It was more than that. It retails for 280 Australian for us. Let's see. Costco Australia online has so many. Okay, so Batman's 145. I want it. But I also don't want to pay for it. Wonder's cooler than Ahsoka, though. So maybe I should just do Wonder. I'm definitely not the target audience for this channel. What, the Mosaic channel? Oh, damn it. The Wonder and the Sanctum is, I know. Like, I've got a list of, like, minifigures for my next Marvel fixing figures video, and, like, as soon as I saw that actually, there's a lot of them that come from the Sanctum, so until I get the Sanctum, there's not gonna be another one. So disappointing. Like, the thing is with Wonder, you've gotta combine, like, 4 different versions to get an accurate one. Like, you could actually do the top half of Wonder, I think. Maybe. Where would it cut off? It would cut, like, halfway through her head. But it's just so pretty, like, look at her. She looks so good, and the red just looks I think I'm gonna have to do it. She's so pretty. Oh, I don't know. I'll do it at some point. How's everyone got a Costco around them? I know, right? I hate seeing all the Costco deals in America because, like, currently there's like BD1, the Inquisitor ship. There was a Harry Potter set. I can't remember which one it was, and like a ton of other things. Like, I know we've got tons on like our website, but like these are all in store. I saw the AT-AT in a Costco store the other day. I'm probably furthest away from a target audience of a Harry Potter fan. See, this is why we cover multiple pieces of ground on this channel. We got Harry Potter, we got Star Wars, and the occasional Marvel, where Marvel tends to be interesting. I do sim for Wonder. I want those like Wonder Mickey ears. And here's the thing, Australia's now got a Disney store, right? And I went and I was like, oh, cool, Disney store. They sell Mickey ears on here. And I saw the price in Australian dollars, and I'm scared now. It was like $55 for a pair of Mickey ears. And they also had the Ewok ones, which are also awesome. And I was like, I don't want to pay that much for Mickey ears. I'm just gonna keep my collection, especially since I don't wear them that much. Like, you only really wear them when you go to a theme park. So I don't know. Guys, I don't want to be buying any Lego sets. I just bought the train. Just bought the train. I had to email FedEx again. They still haven't gotten back to me about me trying to get my money back. I'm gonna murder them. It's like I also had an issue with a Costco order. So on Prime Day, I ordered some more of my like conditioner, and it came from like a third-party seller. And it was like, oh, it's gonna be here on like 1st of August. So I'm like, hey, I haven't received it. They're like, oh, you can send a message to the seller. So I did that. They gave me the like tracking number. So I went to look it up. Never mind. Doesn't exist. So then I finally chased them up and got my money back today. So you're one of the most community-centered Lego channels. Aww. Shucks. I really want to do some like, because like I really enjoy just like, I guess, like interacting with people rather than just being like constantly Lego all the time. So I'm like trying to think of, I guess, like videos or things where I can just like sit and talk. Because like that's fun. Like I like talking. And I feel like as well, like you get to connect with like the person a bit more when they're like sad talking, which is, again, is like why I enjoy live streams, because like I get to talk with you. I get to communicate with you. Asian, just zoom in on the photo. It's a mosaic. Anyway, if I bought it, where would I hang it? I would try and hang it on this wall. And then my dad would probably get mad at me. But I would try and do that. That's what these streams are for. Exactly. That's why I love the gaming channel streams. And like my members' live streams as well on the main channel. We're just a bunch of gossip on that one. But anyway, it's like I want to sit on the floor later, because like relatable if I sit on the floor. No, it's much easier for me to set a camera up on the floor and do like a mental health update video, because like I know that like last year seeing someone go through that and then come out the other side would be really helpful and just sort of give me a glimpse of hope. So I want to do one of them and just like let people know, hey, like here's where I'm going, here's what ended up helping me, here's some of the things that have like done that. So it's like I really want to do something like that, because I think it's important. Rune, thank you for becoming a member on this channel as well. Gossiping Say No More. I'm telling you, the member streams on the main channel, man, it's just like, it's unhinged, because I'm like, well, it's a super secret group of people. We just sit off and gossip and just like big story time, like very chatty. It's like these, but like a smaller group of people. And like, because it's a member stream as well, like not everyone can watch it. So I'm like, oh, I can get away with anything. I'm the worst on there. You think my villain era started with the Hogwarts experience? No, my villain era started when I did member streams. But yeah, we're just gossips. And that is an advertisement for the Holly on Film membership. Don't worry about it. The gaming streams, we're a tight-knit community on here too. We're all good. What channel do you do your member streams? On the main one. Because I just feel like it's easier. It's like, cool, bigger channel, better. Like this one's literally just like, hey, if you want to support, if you want to have like the emojis or like get into it, like you're all good. Like literally no pressure or anything. It's good. It's like the Illuminati from Marvel. Precisely. Like, that's the thing as well, like, when the whole, like, land stuff was happening, like, I did a couple of, like, extra ones for the month that time, like, literally just off my laptop like this. I honestly like doing this for, like, chatty streams now, especially, like, the member streams or, like, even gaming channel streams, just because I feel like it's a lot more relaxed. It's also easier for me to set it up. Um, and, like, I would basically just tell the story of, like, "Okay, here's what I think happened, here's what I'm hearing," before I, like, made the video on it. So it's like, I guess you get to, like, learn a little bit more. Samad, honestly, I don't think so. One, because I just don't stream as much on this channel, and two, you don't really get many benefits, I guess, besides having your name be allowed or like having any of the emojis. Like, it's literally just an offer. Like, if you are willing, I say that no, I don't mean willing. Don't that take that no, restart. That sounds bad. If you are able to and would like, I guess, to like support myself and like the channels a little bit more, then yeah, become a member on the gaming channel. But like I've said this for a while. Like if you're gonna become a member on one of the channels, the main channel's a lot better because like I stream more on there. Like if especially if you don't get like the base tier, like if you get the second tier on the main channel, like you get a lot more. I do want to start doing like more extra videos for like the top tier. That's something that I have been slacking off on a lot. So there you go. I'm not gonna lie to you and just be like, yeah, do it just to get no. Do it on the main channel. Like, you're all good. Because like I'm gonna be super busy the next couple of weeks, so like I'm not gonna be able to stream, which is again why I wanted to stream today. But then when I come back, when like hopefully once things slow down a bit, we're gonna be back into the swing of things. Like over December and January, like we'll definitely be pig. Roberto's chilling on my bed. There he is, next to Jar Jar. I love that. That alien rules my life. Did I tell you guys about the Casetify? The Casetify collab? Oh my gosh. It's so good. So good. I'm starting my villa month. The member streams are typically like in the middle of the month. It's like usually like the second or third weekend. It's like there was only one that I think was like the first weekend, and that was purely because I wanted to do it before Brookwatch Chicago or things like that. I did watch She-Hulk. I was a big fan of it. I thought it was really cool. Big Grogu is so cute. It's adorable. I love it. You should do merch of all your plushies and toys. I've got a couple of like sample. Hold on, let me look at them so I can tell you what exactly they were. Because I have like a whole folder on my computer of like merch designs. So there's like ones that are like complete, and then there's ones that I need to make. So I've got like a couple of like Scooby-Doo ones. Then I've got the like a photo of the Toy Story alien minifigure saved. And I've also got one of the Duplo Toy Story alien saved, as well as a photo of the alien plushie from like Disney's own store. So I really want to do something with that. I think it would be really funny to have like, I guess like his head on something, but then again, I feel like you'd have to be a sticker. Just because it's like I feel like the Toy Story alien head is like very recognizable that it might lean into, I guess, like the copyright issues or anything like that, which is something that I need to do a lot of research in when I do it so that I can avoid them. That would be funny. It was good. And the Roberta's girlfriend's still in her packaging. Barbie is chilling. I need to finish writing that video. It's a lot of fun. I want to get it done. Make a pink one. A pink what? Exactly. Like I've got to get samples of the Harry Potter one with all three of their heads. Like I've got to get a sample of that, and I also want to get a sample of either the space hoodie or the Diagon Alley logo on a hoodie, so I can see how that works on those ones, and I can release them. Because like I've got classic space ones done. Sorry, vintage space. Wink. That was a horrible wink. Pink alien from Toy Story. Actually, that could work. I don't know. If someone were to only watch Age of Ultron and Multiverse of Madness, they just assume Wanda stayed a villain. That's actually true. You'd miss her whole character arc as well. Man, I loved WandaVision. I want to do the Wanda Mosaic again. Stop it. I should get the Sanctum first. Literally, like, I'm pretty much wrapped up for the year. Like, Harry Potter's done for me now, besides the Advent calendar, which hopefully I can find in the next couple of weeks. So literally, I'm just buying the Advent calendar. I'll get the Office. I'll probably buy some stuff on Black Friday. If it's a good promotion, and I'll get, like, the Haunted Mansion. Maybe something else. And then I want to try and get the Sanctum before the end of the year. Because I feel like next year there's going to be tons of big sets. So, manifesting a red Lego Spaceman sticker. Oh, I need to come up with a third pose so I can make a red one. Because I don't want them all to be the same. Unless I recolor like one of these poses, then I can do the red one and get them done. It'll be fun to get the sanctum. I want to. And I'll probably do a build stream on it as well. Because, like, my mom's going to take the police station for her city street, so I'm going to put it down. You can't see it. The box is in the way. X-Men Advent Calendar. That would be cool. Wait, WandaVision was not overrated. WandaVision is one of the best shows that they've done. Best ones that they've done. X-Men sets. I want X-Men sets. It's so good. The red one should be like a superhero pose or something. That would be fun. I'm probably going to go for tonight. See ya, Samad. See ya. I kind of need to pee. Can I take a pee break? Because I'm having fun. I don't want to end the stream, but like I also like kind of need to go. I'm too comfortable on this channel. Whoops. I'm really basic when it comes to the X-Men because I didn't really grow up on it. Like I watched the movies and stuff like that. And like I love Jennifer Lawrence Mystique. I thought she was fantastic. I honestly love that rebooted franchise. Days of Future Past was fantastic. I really want to rewatch it. But I'm kind of basic. Wolverine and Mystique. See ya, Samad. Loki is just better. I enjoyed Loki a lot when it came out, and it had the mystery that WandaVision did, which not many of the shows did. But Loki kind of dragged on. Like, we had a whole episode on a train. Like, are you serious? I didn't say it wasn't good, just overhyped. It was not overhyped. It was the exact amount of hype. Admittedly, when it came out, like, everyone got a bit too intense, but still good. Hey, Marco. Hello. What did you think about Miss Marvel? I enjoyed it. Like, I loved as well how, like, they depicted, I can't remember what culture. Oh my God, I'm going to stuff this up. Is it Pakistan? Pakistan or India? I feel so bad right now. Whatever, I'm pretty sure it was Pakistan. I loved the way that they depicted that. Like, that's exactly how, like, from the people I've spoken to and, like, people I know and things that I've seen on, like, social media and all that. Pakistan, okay, thought so. That's exactly how I picture, like, their families and, like, parents and, like, culture to be. I loved it. Like, it was so refreshing. And, like, I think all of the actors who did. The only annoying thing is I was just like, I don't care about this, like, Captain Marvel. So, like, because Miss Marvel's, like, naturally, like, it's part of her character to be a huge fan of her, like, I was like, girl. But, like, that's not a bad thing. Like, that's just a personal opinion. Like, that does not bring the show down at all. So, yeah, some of the CGI was a bit dodge. Like, my favorite scene was when she was holding up the shield and she's like, ah! And then it just looked really bad. I was like, No Way Home is not mid. Look, it's the best Phase 4 movie by far. Like, but, like, a lot of its charm comes from the fact that it was, like, a big love letter to Spider-Man fans. So if you're not a Spider-Man fan, then, yeah, it's not a good movie. So I'll give you that. Oh, gosh, passport application is the longest process. Good luck with that when you ever go. Wait, Brie Larson was in Scott Pilgrim. I've never seen that movie. I need to watch it. Yeah, that's why Marvel needs to slow down. If you have less shows, that means there's less VFX shots to do, which means the VFX artists have more time to do them. And that means the CGI looks better. Oh my gosh, what a concept. Imagine if we went back. Like, that's another thing. And I know I've said this before, and I know so many people say it, like, we just keep getting all these characters thrown in our face that I'm like, I don't have time to grow with all of these people. Like, I can't keep up. I did see that No Way Home was on binge. And same with, like, all of the Amazing Spider-Man movies. I love binge. Man, Gogglebox comes back next week. I'm so excited. I love Gogglebox. She played Scott's ex. Oh. If you remove the fan service, the movie sucks. Well, duh. That's because that's majority of the movie. But the only, like, No Way Home wasn't perfect. Like, I thought it was really rushed at the beginning. Like, but, like, besides that, it was fine. That's probably because it was mega. 18 months TNT. Oh my gosh. Marvel is now just overflowing us, and it's getting to the point where it's too much. And the CGI, though, exactly. That's why I'm like with She-Hulk, like I'm enjoying it. Like, I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch the whole show. Like, I love it. But am I gonna be there exactly on release? No. Like, if I'm a couple of hours late, like, that's fine. Like, I used to be like, no, I have to watch this the second it comes out. Star Wars, I'm still like that. Marvel, on the other hand, like, am I gonna go and see Black Panther opening weekend? Probably not, because, like, last time Black Panther CGI was really dodgy, and, like, the way things are going, like, it's getting a bit more stressful, like, I think it's gonna be bad because, like, the entirety of Wakanda is CGI. So I'm like, I'll watch it at some point. Ant-Man and the Wasp, again, I'll watch it at some point, but, like, I don't know. I love Paul Rudd, and I'm excited for Kang, but, like, they replaced Cassie, so I'm kind of annoyed, and, like, Hope's kind of a cardboard, like, she's not very lively. Binge is an Australian streaming service. I hope that when the Eternals return, it's not just another standalone movie. I know, right? It'll be so annoying. So annoying. My show rankings: Hawkeye number 1, WandaVision 2, Moon Knight 3, Loki 4, Falcon and the Winter Soldier 5, Miss Marvel 6, What If 7. Honestly, sounds about right. I loved the Hawkeye show. Hawkeye was fantastic. I love the shows that just feel a lot more grounded. And that's why I loved Hawkeye. That's why I love She-Hulk. Miss Marvel was kind of that, but also not. To me, Moon Knight, I didn't understand. I think I need to rewatch that entire show again. And WandaVision, iconic. It was like what I knew from Marvel, but they developed her character, which was great because it was the first time I feel like we actually got to see Wanda develop as a character properly. And I loved that. And it had so much mystery. I was like, yes. I did see that Ant-Man clip. Oh, God, it annoyed me. Oh, like, really? Are we really doing this? I can't wait for Yelena to come back. I love her. Athena was fantastic. But why did Fisk wear the stupid hat? Like, Kingpin, don't wear that hat. If Evangeline Lilly doesn't wear a wig for Ant-Man 3, I won't watch it. I get bad vibes from her. I mean, I don't, but, like, that's the thing. It's like her and, like, people are annoyed at her and what's her face from Black Panther because, like, they both, like, anti-COVID vax. So, like, people are sort of like, guys, what are you doing? So, like, the fact that you say that I get bad vibe from it, yeah, her. Like, I'm not surprised. Especially if you're working in an industry like that. Like, guys. I don't know. Hot topic right there. But I liked her in The Hobbit. Although her character sucks, I liked her as an actress in The Hobbit. I thought she was pretty good. She was good. I liked her. I love the character study aspect of Moon Knight. It had a lot of depth that I feel like that is missing from most MCU stuff. Agreed. Like, they all just feel very, like, two-dimensional now, the shows. I mean, I guess this falls into what I was saying the other day on another stream. I can't remember what stream it was, but about, like, the Hulk, like, in the Avengers, right? Like, he felt like a lot of depth was in his character. Like, hey, yeah, like, I, like, tried to shoot a bullet in my mouth sort of thing. And, like, you learn a lot about Bruce Banner and the Hulk. And then these days, it's just, like, there's not a lot to them. Like, I want to see the No Way Home Extended Edition, but I don't know if I'm going to go. I think I've just got too much. Good night, Marco. Have a great day. Kingpin wore it since it was as outfit in a comic. Oh, okay. I haven't seen Nope yet. I love a good horror movie, so I really want to see it at some point. It's like, I haven't even seen, like, what have I haven't seen? I haven't seen Elvis, and I really want to watch Elvis, and I know that you can buy it or rent it now, so I'm thinking about paying the $35 to rent it, and I still haven't seen Secrets of Dumbledore either. I'm on a mission to see them. I have seen Knives Out. I love that movie. I didn't know anything about it before going into it, besides the fact that Daniel Craig was in it. And I'm sat there watching, and I was like, Chris Evans? That guy from It? Hannah Baker? Like, what is everyone doing in this film? Or like, what the heck? Jamie Lee Curtis? Hello? It was really odd. What If was interesting. Like, it was fun, but, like, a lot of the episodes also kind of sucked. So there was that too. So, yeah. An extra 11 minutes. I think I'm just going to wait for a review to find out what the 11 minutes are, and then I'll decide. Because, like, it's a long movie. Like, I could do it when it first came out, but I'm like, I don't think I could go back to the cinema and watch the whole thing again. I don't know. Oh my gosh, I forgot that Agatha Harkness is getting her own show. You just reminded me, Charlie, with that comment. Oh my gosh. No, the zombie episode I loved. The Doctor Strange episode I didn't really enjoy. Like, it was good. And I liked the fact that it was, like, more emotional and, like, a lot deeper than some of the other episodes, but I also didn't love it. I desperately need to go back to Europe. Well, don't go in summertime because it's expensive and it's hot and it's expensive and everyone goes. I've watched Top Gun Maverick. What are you doing? I saw a post today that Top Gun Maverick's now overtaken Infinity War at the box office, and I was like, props. I have not seen Iron Groot. Sorry. See, that's another thing. Too many shows that I haven't even had time to watch the Groot shorts. I'm just feeling overwhelmed. Why do they call Disneyland just Disney? Is it a branding thing? I think it's just like a community thing. Like people just get lazy, so they're just going to call it Disney. Like how they call like Splash Mountain just Splash. You know what I hate though? The people, and I know why people do it. And it's just like a very peppy. I'm a very angry person. Like I get angry so much about people. Like I was telling my friends when I was at brunch this morning, I was like, I hate when I'm like in line for airport security and someone has like all of this time in the queue to get their stuff out of their like suitcase. And only when you get to your little bucket do you stand there and slowly open up and zip everything out. And then people will forget, like the dudes will be standing there being like, empty your pockets. And then people have got like pieces of paper and their passport and their phone. And it's such a pet peeve of mine. I cannot stand it. And then like, I guess now I'm realizing it's like, oh yeah, when people call Disney World Disneyland, I get annoyed. And I'm like, I'm a very agitated person. I'm so excited. I'm doing Halloween Horror Nights for the first time ever in October. I'm so excited. And I'm going with my friends and it's going to be fantastic. I cannot wait. It's going to be the best time ever. I know, Charlie. That comment got blocked because technically it's a swear word and I'm going to leave it blocked. But yes, I was just very agitated. Like there's nothing. Yeah, I'm going in October. So originally I booked it because one of my childhood best friends was doing like a trip to Disneyland. And I was like, oh, sick, I'll come along. But then because she had to go during the school holidays and like, I can just go whenever I want. Like I work from home. So like I can just pick up whenever I leave and I don't really want to go on the school holidays. It's more expensive. So I overlapped slightly. But then when she booked her dates, they were like there was only like a day or two crossover. And I was like, oh, okay. But I was going to go with my other friend. So it was fine. And then her time off didn't get approved for the first week because it was the first week of the school holidays. So she's going to Hawaii still because she like was going to stop there on the way home. So then I was like, okay, well, now I'm on my own. So I was like, hey friends, do you guys want to come to Halloween Horror Nights and hang out with me while I've got this holiday booked? Because like I didn't want to cancel it. Like I got a good deal on it and it was double status credits. And I love nothing more in life than a good airline like status. So I was like, well, here we go. Let's go. So I'm excited. It's gonna be fun. Cause like I love Universal. Like I'm honestly tired of Disney World. I mean, I say that. I've been like twice this year. It's too busy. It's too busy. Disney World just doesn't have much to do that I don't want to go. I'll go for Guardians, and I might actually be going to go on the Guardians ride to Epcot, but like otherwise I don't really care about it anymore. It's fun. It's a nice atmosphere, but I'm like, I'd rather hang out at Universal with the Velocicoaster and Harry Potter and Hagrid's. So there we go. So I was like, oh, Halloween Horror Nights. I love horror. I love jump scare thing. I mean, I hate it at the time. Like I get terrified and I like freak out and I just jolt, but it's fun. So like, I was like, sign me up. I'm going. Plus I get to go and ride the rides in between. Hello. I'm in. Got all my tickets booked. Woohoo. It's gonna be great. My parents already got bored of Disneyland. Wait, Disneyland is fun. Here's my opinions on theme parks. Disneyland is the best place to go in California. And in Orlando, you go to Universal. Those are the best. I've listened to that one song where it's like, all because I liked a boy, but otherwise I haven't listened to Sabrina Carpenter's album. I get really, really easily jump scares and not for me. I can see why. Like, I remember I was with my dad and we were on a business trip and like we were staying right next to Universal. So like on the first day we had nothing to do. So we went to Universal and then the following day we went before we had to do what we needed to do. And they had this like Walking Dead, like walk through, like the experience thing at the time. So it wasn't really a ride, but like you would walk through and like all these people dressed as zombies would jump out at you. It was one of the best things. Like I was terrified at the time, but I'm like, I know that they're not going to touch me. I know that they're not allowed to touch me. So it's just more of like a thing. And like, plus I love like horror movies and shows. Like I don't get scared by them that often. I actually watched Jennifer's Body for the first time recently. I love that movie. It was really good. Anyway, so I was like super hyped. I was like, ah. But it was also raining, so that was fun. Good atmosphere for Harry Potter. But there we go. What's your favorite song in this moment? I've really been loving that song where it's like, I think it's Stay or something by like Justin Timberlake, Halsey, Pharrell, and Calvin Harris. I've been loving Jennifer Lopez this year. I don't know what's happened. I watched her Netflix documentary, but like even before then, I was like, J-Lo is killing it. She's gonna be in my top artist of Spotify. I'm telling you. Telling you right now. Well, that's the thing. The reason I'm so good at talking is because I was a performing arts kid and I like to ramble a lot. I am so good at talking, in fact. And I think this comes down to my school. So, like, in dance as a subject in high school, you have to do this thing called an interview. So, you do your performance and then you stand there and they ask you questions about your performance. It will be like, so explain how you use space in your thing. And we were taught that just keep speaking, like tell as much information as you can. So I would be like, well, so the three elements of dance are space, time, and dynamics. And I use space, and you just ramble on. Like that's what you're taught to do. I was really good at that. I just rambled on. You also have to learn like a bunch of muscles and bones and all of that. What about the not as good Australian theme parks? Movie World. That was my stomping ground. When I was 4, we had annual passes, and my mum took us to go and have ice cream after school, and we watched the parade, and I would just be obsessed with Daphne and seeing her fly with the Lunar Ghost across the top. I was like, oh my gosh, I want to be Daphne. Daphne is my childhood icon. Queen. That sounds like a freaking math question, not dance. It literally is. Yeah, I didn't see either of those, Charlie. I watched like Hamilton on Disney Plus, and I was like, yeah, that's enough for me. Like, I know seeing it in person is different, but I was just like, kind of don't feel it. I really want to see Hairspray though. When it comes to Sydney in February, I'm going, and they've also announced that they're doing Beauty and the Beast. Really want to go. I want to go see Moulin Rouge, but I don't know when I'd be able to. One of these days, I'm going to pull out all of my musical theatre programs, and we're going to talk about them. Thomas was my childhood icon. Oh, I love Thomas. I know they've changed Movie World a lot. I still need to go on the updated Scooby-Doo ride. Last time I went, it was shut, and I was so sad. I was like, no. Movie World is like one of Australia's theme parks. So like, there's another one, Dream World, which is more of a thrill ride, and they had like a big incident several years ago where people died on a raft ride. It's also the place of the first ever Lego store. On a lighter note, but Movie World was my favorite place. Like, it's like Warner Brothers, so you have like they're doing a Wizard of Oz area. So there's like all of the DC characters. They've got like a Batman ride, a Justice League ride, a Superman ride, Green Lantern ride. Like they call it like the Hypercoaster, but it's like a Joker ride and a Doomsday ride. They've got a Wild West ride. They have a Scooby-Doo the movie ride. Look it up. It's amazing. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Telling you. I want to see Roger the Musical. Yes. I can do this all day. Hairspray is fantastic. I'm sorry. Hairspray the movie, especially, amazing. Zac Efron as Link Larkin. James, I was going to say Corden. It's not Corden. James Marsden as Corny Collins. Michelle Pfeiffer. Hello. Queen. I love that song. I really wanted to do it as like a dance solo once, as like musical theater where I like lip sync the whole song. I would have killed it. I haven't heard about the adult Velma show. That doesn't sound good. Let's Get Loud by Jennifer Lopez oh, that's funny. That's good. Yeah, it's not James Corden. Definitely not James Corden. I saw Mamma Mia the musical. That was fun. I was like, yeah. You have to see a musical. Musicals are fun. Like, you just sit down, you just relax. Like, some of them are definitely better than others. Like, Shrek the Musical was actually kind of dodge. Not one of my favorites. Book of Mormon's hilarious, but don't go if you're really religious because you'll probably get offended. What's another one that I loved? Charlie and the Chocolate Factory was really good. I loved that one. Again, very good. Beauty and the Beast is a classic. Mary Poppins. The Lion King. Have to go for The Lion King. The Lion King's amazing. Highly recommend. The Disney ones are usually pretty good because they have like the budget to make all of the sets and like make everything like really grand. I've seen The Lion King twice. I saw it once in London and once when it came to Sydney. It'd probably be funny because my family's really religious. Like, I took my mom, like, I'd listened to the songs beforehand, so like I had a rough idea of what was going to happen. But like, they're also very respectful of like, I guess, how religion works, which is why I love it so much. but it's like it's very crude. Like there's a lot of swearing. So like I love Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. It was so good. But like you know what my favorite song Asian out of that is? It's Vidiots and there's another one. There's another. The Mike TV one. I can't remember what it's called. Nope, that is Vidiots. What's Violet's one? Juicy. Juicy and Vidiots. Amazing. And like I remember going to a dance step at once. So we were doing Step in Time for Mary Poppins at that point, and that we had like I wore tap shoes because I did tap and like a couple of my other friends did, and then half the people were just in regular shoes. And one of the dance schools we competed against did Juicy, and someone was dressed at Willy Wonka, and it was like the funniest thing because there's like that really exaggerated line at the beginning of the song where it's like, and here she is, and like the guy just had went like insane. Like I'm very over the top when I would do musical theater. That was my favorite, like that was my best dance style. Like I got complimented by several judges being like, the girl from that routine, like amazing. You did so good. And I was like, oh my gosh, thank you. It was my best. I'm so good at lip syncing. So good. What movie made me cry? Several. Toy Story 3, Toy Story 2, Monsters, every Pixar movie. I cannot watch Toy Story 2 without crying. When Somebody Loved Me, I'm bawling. I feel so bad for Jessie because like she's one of my favorites. To Just Dance Dreams, I lost the thing. Hey, Wendy, I haven't seen you in a while. How are you? Did your teacher scream to do facials? No, I was the teacher that screamed to do facials. Right? So, like, I was like in my competition team. Like, every time we did musical theater, like, there would always be like auditions to like who would lip sync the song. 99% of the time, I got it. There was one case where I didn't get it, and it was like shared, and then like a parent complained that their daughter wasn't the lead. And then she ended up quitting. But anyway, I still stole the show because it was like, it's to this song called If You Hadn't But You Did, sung by Christian Chenoweth. And there's this one part where this girl would be like mockingly like punching this dude. And I'm like, like I'm making like I'm over the top. And that's what you got to do in musical theater. That is why I feel like I do really well on live streams because I'm a performer. At the end of the day, that is my heart and soul. I was also supposed to be Jan in Greece, but then I was going to change schools, and then I didn't end up changing schools. So I could have been Jan all along, but never mind. I still managed to do the musical. They just let me in because I was tight with them. The parents sue. No, we didn't actually literally punch. It's like you're acting, like fake punch, like that. Like it's choreographed. You know what I mean? Toy Story 3 is so good. And like how it's whole like a prison escape movie, iconic. And then they ruined it with Toy Story 4. I was like, Who's talking in the background? My family, because no one apparently read the sign that says I'm streaming that I taped to the door. We're doing Susical for the fall. Ooh, fun. Yeah, Tech Week's not fun. Actually, Tech Week was fun. Not for the tech stuff, but for me, it was fun. I loved doing musicals in school as a kid. They were my favorite. I loved it so much. The director in the pit was singing in the microphone loud as she went on stage. Lol. That's funny. You know what's really funny about Shrek the Musical is in the original, the person who plays Shrek is Hannah Baker's dad slash, what's his name? Kate Bishop's dad. It's fun. I mean, it's a piece of paper with a Sharpie on it, but yes, it's a sign. If you had to choose to let the new Hogwarts Express have one more carriage or fit the whole of the Lego track, let it fit the gorge of the Lego track, which would you choose? I would much rather, here's what I would do. I would cut the platform and give it a second carriage, making it even harder to display, but it would be more complete. Anyway. Fair Asian. I mean, I saw it on the West End, so I am used to the British cast, but I do respect that. I took my love for sports and school musicals. I did it, and now it's translating to me wanting to be a pro wrestler. That's funny. You know how like you're either like a jock or a nerd or a theater kid? Guess which one I was? Woo. It's funny. I loved it. Once in a musical I was in, everyone on stage was waiting for the musical and the conductor was missing because he was getting popcorn and he didn't know intermission was over. See, wait, Pen, then what were you at school? I want to know. One thing that I found really funny, so the first musical I did was The Wiz, which was like the hip version with Michael Jackson of the Wizard of Oz. And there was only two, so I was in year 8 at the time, so I was like young. and like everyone else is like a senior in school. So me and this other guy, we were the only ones who got cast with like speaking parts. So half the time we would just hang out and like all of my friends were in the ensemble, and I was like, "Heh, losers," because we were fantastic actors. My role involved a lot of screaming, and we got to sing. We got to hang out with the Wicked Witch. It was fun. Anyway, we're all having like I guess like I was the dweeb, so the nerd. um, bet I'm showing that. That's funny. So we were on. Did someone block that? Please tell me no one blocked it. Okay, good. You showed it. Good. Whoever that was. So we were having like I guess like a cast meeting, and we're all sat down like around like the band and conductor because this was like before show week, and something happened. I can't remember who it was because the two people who were doing it. One of which was like the dance teacher at the school, and the other one was like an ESL teacher, which is English second language. So for anyone who doesn't know English, like he teaches that, but he had a passion for drama. And he threw a water bottle at someone, like a plastic water bottle. And then, like, the guy who was conducting, because, like, music teachers took turns alternate years, he threw a drumstick at someone as well. And I was like, oh my gosh, drama. It didn't hit then, but, like, it was in the general direction because I don't know, someone was talking too much, maybe. Awkward. An Asian, how bad has your life been since then? Did it go downhill? Whiplash teacher, honestly, yeah, looking back, felt like that. Felt like that. In saying that, that teacher was amazing. Like I literally like I was like, hey, can you like take my drama class, please? Because like you're amazing. He was iconic. He's the one who like let me do the musical, even though I had to drop out because I was like, I'm moving schools. And then I was like, hey, jokes, can I be in the musical still? And he's like, yeah, you can. And I was like, cheers. Why? Because I was tight with them. You know, those just teachers, you just like, yeah, we understand each other. It was great. Then I was a tap dancing tree in the Wiz, which was fun, alongside my speaking role as the messenger. And that was fun. And I did like some of like the ensemble stuff. And I got to be in the front row for the bows because I was an acting part. I was like, oh, hey. I got to scream and they had to turn my microphone off when I screamed because I was too loud. There you go. Man, I want to find my high school yearbook now and look through it really badly. I don't know where it is. But that's something I want to do for this afternoon. Ensemble is pretty fun. The ensemble is pretty fun, but nothing's as fun as an acting role. I don't know how I got cast as Jan. I like freaked out when I did, and I was like partially glad at the time because I was like, oh good, I don't have to sing. Like I wanted to be Frenchie because she doesn't sing, but my friend got Frenchie. But then in hindsight, I was like, actually no, I would have killed that. Anyway, would have been good. Those teachers definitely showed favoritism though. That's how I kept getting cast because I was amazing. I was like, oh, thank you. It was funny because like my dance teacher, like she was the other person who was working on like the musical. She loved me when it came to like musical stuff, but then like she didn't really care in my actual dance class because I wasn't a ballerina. I was like, yes, you know I'm a theater kid. You know that's where I perform best. But okay. I played as a mermaid. Sick. I love that. Like actual woman. So does that mean you had a seashell bra? Keen. Do you have cereal? I love cereal. Oh, be real. I don't. I was thinking about getting it, but I was like, I don't do anything interesting. And like, if I wanted to take a photo of me just in like a casual position, I would just send it to my friends on Snapchat, like a live photo. Like I just send them photos of like I remember I was in bed, right? And like I was watching this TikTok and it's like, hey, if like you constantly like compulsively pick your skin, which is something I've done for several years now, like especially when I had bad acne, like I would just pick at it all the time. And like I still do it to the like I'm literally been picking at my hand as I'm like watching this. It's like, oh yeah, that might be a sign for ADHD. And I was like, what? So I like snapped my friends and I was like, I think I'm too deep into TikTok that it's now trying to diagnose me with the ADHD. But anyway, people still use Snapchat. I don't know if anyone else does this, but every year I go through and I do like a social media cleanse. And by social media cleanse, I mean I literally go through and I just like delete people and like unfollow people. So it's like yesterday, or not yesterday, 2 days ago, I did it on Snapchat. I went through and I was like deleting all of the chats, and it was like my like schoolies like group chat and like a bunch of other group chats from people I'm like not friends with anymore, or people that I've like barely messaged. And I was like, delete chat, delete chat, delete chat, delete chat. And I just deleted a bunch of people on Snapchat because I was like, I don't use this besides sending it snaps to like 4 people. Literally, it's like if I snap you twice, you're on my best friends list. Like I have 4 people on it. One of which I actually like snap and talk to regularly on it. The other 2 is like casual. And the third's my sister because I sent her one thing. So there's that. Like, I don't really use it all that much. I still use it. Like, I use it every single day, but, like, not frequently. And then afterwards, I went onto Instagram and I did it because I was like, Instagram's killing me. Like, I literally tried to search for an account, like a brand account, and it just spat me out reels. I was like, I don't care. Like, I want the account. So on my personal Instagram account, I went through and unfollowed like every influencer and every brand. I was like, I just want people I know on here so that when I flick onto this account, I see people that I know. And then on my Lego account, I've got the, like, people I know. I've got the key accounts that I want to like see things from, and then I've got like all of the brand accounts and like influencers that I also want to see. Just because it's easier to have that all on one account, because that's the account I use most often. Like that's what's always logged in on my phone. Like I miss so many messages and so many stories on my other account because I just don't go on it. If I was a teacher, what subject would you teach? I would teach dance, dance or drama. Where you're following more people? No, I'm following more people on my Lego account, but like and then I went through and I like unfollowed like people. I was like, I don't care about you. Don't really know you anymore. This person's like random small business account they made and like never returned to. Unfollow. It's good. Go through and like go through people who are following you. Go through people you are following. Unfollow people that either you like don't really know anymore, don't really talk to, or like don't really want to support or, you know, encourage or things like that. Like go through and unfollow people. It's very, very nice. I love it. No, definitely, and separate your Instagram accounts. It's fantastic. Fantastic. Because it's so much nicer. Because then I'm like, I can just like, if I want to see things from people who I know from high school, like I know exactly where to find them. I've refined it so I don't get any like recommended posts or anything. Like I will literally just see posts from people I want. And then everything else is on my other account. I'm like, beautiful. I'm following the Prime Minister. I don't know why, but no, not the one that appointed himself into 5 different roles, I hope. Yeah, it's a lot better. Split them up. Split them up. Because like otherwise it's like I feel like if you follow like if you have one account and you follow like a lot of I guess like influencers or like brands or things like that, you're gonna see more of that than the people who you actually want to see stuff from, like the people you know. So if you separate them, it's easier. I still get recommended posts. I get that on my own account. I will log into my other account and I will get my own post recommended to me. And I'm like, what the heck? At least I know Instagram's working because if my content's being pushed to me, it's going to get pushed to other people. Throwing a bit of shade and we love to see it. Always. Always. My account is just like a dumping ground for whatever. If you're like, nice. Zac Efron said he wants to join the MCU. I'm on board. Once a Troy Bolton fan, always a Troy Bolton fan. Love it. Lego Batman and Lego Spider-Man. Lego Batman. Lego Spider-Man sets kind of suck. I love Spider-Man. He's my favorite out of those two, but Batman's that's cooler. I never ended up going to pee, did I? I was like, hey, I need to go to the toilet. And then no one responded to me if I was going to get up, if I was okay to go up or not. Jaleel, people were talking about that actually yesterday on Discord in the members section. I would do another one. I just don't know what I would do. Don't know. Gabriella does suck. I remember having like singing competitions in like year 3 with my best friend. And I was like, I'm Gabriella because I sung the best and you're Sharpay because I was like, oh, Gabriella's so much better. No. And I said this to my best friend. I was like, remember when we used to have singing competitions about who was Gabriella? I was an idiot. And I was like, oh, Sharpay sucks. No, I'm Sharpay. You're Gabriella because naturally the hair colors work, but also because Sharpay's better. I love Vanessa Hudgens, don't get me wrong, but Gabriella as a character sucks. I would much rather be Sharpay. If my school ever did High School Musical as a musical, you bet I would have been Sharpay. I do have a Discord server, Thomas, and if Asian would be so kind as to go and grab the link for me, that would be great. Sharpay was the victim. She was a theater kid. She had put in tons of training. She actually was good and passionate about it, and she got beaten out. No wonder she was sour. And then she was like, you know what? Congratulations. I'm happy for you. It's okay. I'll be in the background. You be the star of the show. That's fine. And then she's like, oh, I'm going to my own country club. I'm going to do the talent show. I'm excited. And then all these people gay crash it. Girl, admit it. I mean, she was wrong for rigging it, but thank you, Asian. So, that's that. Then that's your homework for this week. You're going to watch High School Musical. Gabriella was there to get with Troy. Mm-hmm. You know how everyone these days is like Taylor Swift wrote a song about I I want to wear his initial on a train. And it's like people just want to have like their like partner's initial on a necklace. Gabriella did that first. What a trendsetter. Fashion icon. Yes, Ben, watch it. Watch it. It's been 15 years since High School Musical 2. That makes me feel old. I remember when that came out and I hadn't seen the first one and I watched the second one. It was the first one I watched. And I sat down at a friend's house and it was like a big watch party. I was like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. Okay, if you have not watched High School Musical, what are you doing? I love the summertime song. Same. My favorite song, though, out of the franchise is I Want It All from High School Musical 3. Also, Bet on It and Scream. There was a quote in like my yearbook where it was like, oh, one song that got you through like high school. And I put Scream by Troy Bolton. I thought it very accurately represented my mood. There you go. That's what I'm playing. No, but like, here's the thing. Like, what if you break up with them? Like, if you're engaged with them, yeah, like get a necklace with like their initial on it. Like, I think that would be really cute. But like, what if you break up and that's awkward? Because like, what if they bought you like a Tiffany necklace and it's like expensive and it's nice and you want to continue to wear it, but it's like your boyfriend's initial, and unless your next one shares the same initial, then it's just awkward. Yikes! I have minifigures assemble. I love it. I will watch that over any show. Watch it over the Bad Batch when it released. I was like, yep. I will watch it on release day. I watched that. I'm like more dedicated to watch High School Musical, the musical series, than I am She-Hulk. I'm sorry. It's definitely not the same. I wouldn't say it's hot garbage. My favorite part about it is that the name has nothing to do with the show anymore. It's just a really fun, like, teen show. Like, it doesn't take itself too seriously. It's really fun. It's high quality as well for like what it is. I love it. It's even worse if someone had a tattoo on them, but you were just dating. Hashtag Pete Davidson. If I bought a necklace, I would never wear it. Fair enough. Fair enough. I mean, I feel like men wearing like chains has come back. That's the thing again. Like whether it be like a gold chain or it be like a slight pendant or something, like it's coming back. Honestly, I don't hate it. I thought that just said hit me, Noah. I thought you're just gonna be like, yeah, this girl tried to hit me. And I was like, what? Oh dear. Oh, that's so awkward. That's so awkward. Oh no. It's the equivalent of getting divorced. Literally. Hey, Oddish, how are you going? I'm boring and I'm proud about it. Fair. Fair. Me in high school. Absolutely me in high school. Now I'm like, okay. You know, it's been 5 years since I've graduated this year. Like quite literally next month. Like this actually no, it's 1 month away exactly. I'm pretty sure I graduated on the 21st. Like it's been 5 years next month. And I'm like, that's insane, which means I'm halfway to a 10-year anniversary or 10-year reunion. I would so go. Imagine me showing up. And everyone's like, yeah, I'm a lawyer. Yeah, I'm a real estate agent. Yeah, I'm a high school teacher. Yeah, I work in like social services and all of that. And I'm like, yeah, I'm a Lego influencer. I didn't go to university. Yeah. I worked in film and television as well, but like now I'm a Lego influencer. I'm well known, guys. Check that out. That'll be funny. I mean, like all of my coworkers were like, wow, that's cool. Like, congratulations. Like, they were very supportive when like I told them. And the other reason as well I told them is because like they know my dad. And my dad was like, yeah, this is what she did. Like, he's very open about it. I'm like, I edit videos. So like they were really supportive, which was like really nice because like usually I'm very scared to tell people. So the fact that I like sort of did that and like got that reaction, it made me feel really happy. I was like, oh. So it's like I would totally show up to my 10-year high school reunion and be like, hey guys, I'm a Lego influencer. How you doing? You're a real estate agent? Oh, good for you. Hi, Shy. Shy, do you still want my Galaxy Explorer? Because I'm done with it now. I was meant to message you and I forgot. Because I'll break it down slightly and get it to you. How many jobs would Barbie have in total? Barbie has a lot of jobs. Barbie has had a very fully fledged career. She's been a doctor. She's been a nurse. She's gone to the Olympics. Literally, Jay. It'll be like, oh, so do you like fashion or something? Like there's one girl in my grade who I've seen like on TikTok ads for like fashion and stuff. Like she's got a very successful TikTok account, which is really cool. 20 years reunion coming up and well, sure. Boy, yay. Okay, I'll message you. 20-year reunion. That would be fun. That'd be fun. I would love to go. I just feel like it'd be so interesting because like I'm so nosy. Like I want to know what people are up to. I'm like, so what are you doing? I accidentally told one person at my job about me being on Lego Masters, and the rumor spread around in the entire store, and now that's all anyone ever asked me about. Damn. I mean, people love a good person who's on TV, but like, I know them, they were on TV. I don't know why I said that with a British accent. I'm trying to make an Alice in Wonderland costume, and I can't get a white apron anywhere. Have you looked on Amazon? Amazon or eBay? Or even cooking stores? I need to start my Barbie costume. I just bought the fabric and I haven't done anything with it. Do they do a 5-year reunion? I mean, I was like, I would go to a 5-year reunion, but I also don't want to organize it. I want someone else to organize it, and then I'll go. That's what I think. I graduated in 2018, and maybe I talked to less than 5 people, but I'm nosy enough to go to a reunion. That is me. Absolutely me. That's me. And that's the thing as well. I'm like, look, I've got to post on Instagram, at least a couple times a year because like I want to go on Instagram and I want to know what people are up to. So if I'm doing that, I feel like I need to contribute. But the only time I ever post is when I go overseas because that's the most interesting thing in my life. Otherwise, I'm like, hey, you like this Lego set? No, Discord's not members only though. There is a members only section to it. Like there's a special like members chat section. And it doesn't matter which channel you're a member on. If you're a member on either one, you get added to that channel. Look at my hair. It's so bouncy today. You know what I had the other day where I was like, ew, it's gross. I need to wash it. I washed it yesterday, and now it just feels a lot more alive. The color's perfect. It feels lively. It feels bouncy. Like, it's messy today. Like, I'm having a lazy Saturday. I feel sticky because my tanning water's on, which I'm looking at my arms, and I'm like, I look alive. I don't look pale as a ghost anymore. This is fantastic. It's great. I had to tell my boss about it because oh no. I had to tell him I'd be gone for 3 months in Atlanta for filming. And he was like, oof, that's going to take a hit in our business. I mean, that's his fault for having successful and ambitious workers. So, hey, Shan, can you send the link again? Thank you. I guess that normies don't understand how exciting Lego is. No, they very clearly do. It's on TV now. It's like, whoa, TV show. Whoa, cool. I love lazy weekends. So good. I literally try these days. I like try and plan like my filming, like what videos I'm gonna film around like the weekend because I'm like on the weekend I just want to have a lazy day. So it's like if I want to film something where I'm like sat down in front of the camera, like I'll try and do like 2 videos in one day or like several things in front so that I only have to put like my makeup on and like make sure that my hair is like pretty reasonable once. Because that's the ideal situation. If I'm lazy, like I'll just turn the camera on. I'll be like, hello. But like ideally, I want to put some effort in so that if I watch a video back, I'll be like, wow, I looked so good in that video. Like I do that sometimes. Like, you know how like you hover over videos and they like automatically play. So like sometimes when I'm like admiring my thumbnails, I'll just like look at my whole channel as a whole and I'll scroll down and look at how nice my thumbnails look all together. It's like I hover over one and like sometimes it will like give me a clip and I'll be like, oh, wow, damn, I look good that day. Whether it be my hair or like my makeup or my outfit, whatever it is. Sometimes I'm like, oh, damn. And other times I'm like, I look disgusting. But that's fine because, I'm open and I'm honest and I'm clearly authentic. Duh. Feels very up myself. Max I would pay for a Gringotts set. If it's on its own, $3.80 Australian, which is the same price as the Bugle. Not the Bugle, the Sanctum. That's it. I kind of miss my hair being a bit long. I feel like everyone, when their hair grew out in COVID, like there were some people whose hair like grew out longer and it like looked so much better than their regular hair. And then everyone got a haircut and I was like, oh. Hair is very important to someone's appearance. I'm telling you right now. Not to be shallow or anything, which is exactly what I sound like, but it's a big part. It's not cool when the homies flake out on gaming though. Like, bro, what else do you have to do? Some of us, pink eyes, are busy. Okay, doing other things like cleaning their makeup brushes and putting things in storage unit. Okay, not everyone has time to sit down and game forever. Quite literally, Asian. Quite literally. My hair grew very long during COVID and I've kept it since because I kept it for styling. See, that's the thing. If you've got like hair at a reasonable length, like it's not super short, learn to style it. Get some mousse, get some gel, get something. It helps. It helps. Like I've been using a lot of like hair oils on my ends to keep them healthy. Like my hair's blonde. I have to kill it basically. Though I'm naturally like my hairdresser I think she loves me whenever I go because my hair's naturally really light. Like my hair was so bright when I was a kid. Like in any of the photos that I've posted like on Instagram of me as a kid, like you'll see how bright it is. So it's like when I get it dyed again, like it lifts really easily. So I don't have to be that long. But it's like I need to take care of it because like it's blonde. And I love my hair. So it's great. My dad's a hairdresser. Lucky. I became the family hairdresser during COVID. I was talking about this with my hairdresser actually. I was like, I remember COVID. Like I saw photos because I was looking at old videos and photos again, and I was like, ew, my hair looks so gross. I was like, I know I had to do it because it was COVID. And I'm like, I'm not gonna go and like ruin it and do it myself. I'm like, I'm gonna wait. But I was like, oh dear. It was gross. Like people can get bangs and somehow it changes their face. Exactly. Haircuts change you. Pardon me. Like, for example, when Tom Holland shaved his entire head off and had a buzz cut, man, that was a rough day for me. That hurt. My hair's the longest it's ever been. I have absolutely no clue what to do with it. Either cut it or learn to style it, or cut it slightly and learn to style it. There you go. Give yourself a new look. Grow it out. Do the world's greatest shave. Grow it out. Donate it to charity. Braid it. Do this. I finally got a haircut the other day. I was like, oh, I'm really slack when it comes to cutting my hair. I do it like once a year because I'm just like, I don't want to get rid of it. And then I look at the back of it and it looks terrible. I'm like, oh, whoopsies. At this market in Melbourne, I found lots of good deals on minifigs. I got a Batgirl exclusive to the Joker Steamroller. Oh, I loved that figure for $8. And the same price for Deathstroke, who came in the 2018 set. I love those two figures. That was a good year for DC, like that time period. Man, this is so fun. How long will it last? Ben, you always like say these things, and I'm just like, bro, clearly doesn't want to be. Clearly. Probably not that much longer. We've almost been going for 2 hours, and I have lots to do today because it is 5. It's 5 p.m. Oh my god. All right. We'll wrap this up soon. We're fine. Let's talk about hair some more, though. I used to have short hair before COVID, but now when I look at old photos, I cringe. I'm glad it's not just me that looks at old photos. I'm like, ew. Like, there was this one period, right? Because I've been blonde all my life. So it's like, I went through this period where it's like I got my head done and then I grew it out and it was just like sort of like letting my natural color, which is like it's not brown, but it's a lot closer to brown than it is blonde. Yes, I'm one of those blonde kids as a kid who is in denial about not being blonde anymore. Anyway, so my hair grew out and it's like it was blonde from like here down and I look at it and like there were some photos where I'm like close to my head and you can barely see the blonde and I'm like, oh my god, I look horrible. Like this looks so bad. I'm like, I could never dye my hair a different color. I dyed it once ginger using like a temporary like 8-day thing for a Black Widow costume when I was like 12. I hated it. Hated it. Even actually no, that's a lie. I dyed my hair pink once again using temporary stuff and it lasted like a week and after like 2 days I was like I hate it. I need it out. Ew. Never again. Not doing it. I have curly hair, but it grows very fast. Oh, I love curly hair. Curly hair's cool. I got my dad's growing gray in my 20s jeans. Ooh, that's rough. I have a friend. Not really. They're a friend of my family friend, so I'm like, I technically am still friends with them. He's like completely gray and he's like 27. And he used to be like really self-conscious about it, but he's like, you know what? I'm gonna embrace it. And I'm like, good for you. Because I mean, I think it looks fine. I saw that it was Andrew Garfield's birthday. I can't believe he's 39. It's so scary. I hate looking at pictures of myself between the ages of 11 and 13. Oof. I hate looking at photos of me just as a teenager in general. I'm like, no. Because like I was an overweight kid. I had like tons of acne. My hair looked awful. I had braces for like majority of that as well. It's like sort of later towards like my high school years. It's like, all right, but still not great. I just hate it. I'm like, even photos of me from like early 2020 or 2021, I'm like, ew, not 2021, 2019, 2020. I'm like, gross. I also had such bad clothing sense, was terrible. Not to say that I'm great now, but like I'm a little better. At least I like to think that I'm a little better anyway. And I was like, we're not going to talk about that. It was gross. I'm like, lovely. And then like as well, you know how your parents take really bad photos of you when you're just like doing something like standing on stage at school or like getting an award? Or even like my dance competitions, like mom will be like, let's get a photo. And I'd be like, no, I look terrible. Yuck. Yuck, yuck, yuck. 11-year-old me was whack. It's not good. And you know what the annoying thing is? I don't want to be that person, but I am. Kids these days don't go through that awkward phase. I'm sorry. Like, I was friends with, like, a lot of, like, the, like, younger girls in, like, my dance school because, like, one, I would, like, used to teach them or I'd hang out with them. We'd be at dance competitions. Like, when I would go to my dance school, a lot of the time, like, you sort of forget that there's an age gap. Like, you're still aware of it, but, like, it doesn't really exist as much. So, like, I was friends with, like, a lot of the, like, 13-year-olds and all of that. They didn't have an awkward phase. I was like, "What the heck? What the heck?" Like, I'm in my final year of dancing last year, and, like, there was, like, me and, like, 2 other friends of mine. We were, like, the oldest ones. Like, we're on, like, yeah, this is our final year, like, we're about to retire. We're all good. And then there'd be, like, the younger ones who are, like, just moving up into that age group where they're dancing up and they're, like 13, 14. They never went through that awkward age, and I was like, "What the heck? Why do you have such good sense of style? Why is your hair nice? Why do you not look awkward? Where are your braces?" Jealous. Not good. Ooh, Asian. You are rough. My hair's a mess at the moment, but I keep growing it. Damn. Yes, people, invest in hair gel. I did all types. I was definitely musical theater was my strongest. Next up was jazz, then contemporary. I also did ballet for a bit. I got on point. I've still got my point shoes. Um, I did hip hop. Hip hop was fun, especially in my later years. My hip hop teacher was actually in Shang-Chi, which was really cool. And he showed me, he like pointed himself out, which was awesome. I did cheerleading at my dance school. I was always a bass. I got an award for that. Thank you. I did tap. I wasn't very good at tap. I tried, but it was challenging. And like honestly, it like one of like my tap dances, like the last one I did, our dance teacher did it with us because it was her final year as well. And we're like, do it with us. And it was to a Queen like remix. So it was like, Don't Stop Me Now, Another One Bites the Dust, and We Will Rock You. And it was like a big mix of that. And it was amazing. I loved it. It was my favorite routine. Like I had so much fun doing it. And like I practiced really hard so that I would do all the steps right. I was like, yes, it's great. I died on the inside and outside. And one time I forgot like the protective pads that you have to put on your toes before you go on it. And my toes killed me. Totally killed me. And like my gym as well has like this little room where they do like like digital classes. And like when the classes aren't on, I go in there and sometimes I just dance. I'm like, oh yeah, I'll practice like my jumps and like my turns and all these skills that I learned. And I'll like just choreograph little pieces of routine. It's great. I played my first football game of the season. I really thought that was like soccer for a second. And I was like, wait, no, Jake's American. That means NFL. That game is so confusing. So confusing. My sister does tap dancing. She loves it. My sister was great at tap. Like that was her best one. Mine was musical theater. Hers was tap. It was great. I really want to like choreograph something. Just want to like dance. Maybe I'll put some on my Instagram story if I ever do. AFL is amazing. AFL is confusing. I went to a Sydney Swans game once and I was like, what the heck's going on? I was really confused. NRL is so much better than AFL. Shut up, Ben. You know what we can all agree on? Cricket sucks. Jake's actually Canadian. No, he's not. Surely not. Surely not. Now I'm panicking. Would you dance Rasputin again? I was great at that. I need to find my Just Dance game disc. That's what I need to do. Killing me. In wrestling, very early on, you learn how to do a leapfrog over a running person. That sounds fun. Sports are not for me. See, I enjoyed sports. I just like never really did them all that much. Like I was more performing arts, but then I was like, oh yeah, I'll do a couple of things. Like I did T-ball in primary school and Newcomb ball, which is like volleyball. And then in high school, I did volleyball and European handball. And that was about it. I never really did softball, but like I went to a batting cage once this year, which is actually really fun. And like I hit the softballs. It was difficult, but like because I like did T-ball, like it wasn't super foreign. I sucked at top golf though. If anyone saw the clips of Lauren at Top Golf on Shy's vlog, she was fantastic. I sucked. Horrible. Lauren was outdoing all of us. I was like, this is embarrassing. And like Tech went after me and he was really good too. And I was like, I'm not here. No one look at me. Which sucks because I really wanted to go. I thought I was like, oh yeah, this will be fun. No, I did terribly. I was really good at trampolining because I could do backflips on the trampoline. Not backflips, front flips. We do 2 front handsprings in a row. I was like, oh yeah. I did track and cross country in middle school, but I found it too competitive in high school. Yeah, I agree. That sounds about right. Then sounds pretty fun. It is. Asian, do it. Or at least get a sense of coordination, because then when you do more musicals, you're ahead of the game. You've got to be a triple threat. Let's go. Let's go. Do you guys know I was in 2 adverts once? on Australian TV. I did 2 adverts. Heck yeah, I've been on TV. Go me. And I was in a Disneyland parade, and I danced at the Royal Easter Show, and I was in an Easter Show parade, and I was cast as an accordion in the Easter Show parade, but then COVID happened, and that got cancelled. Check me out. Yeah. Dance is fun. I love it. Show us. I could not do anything on the ground to show you. Honestly. Okay. So, I want to call this like 18 and over story time, but it's not. So, on my 18th birthday, right? Like I had a birthday party. Okay. And it was near Halloween. So I called it Hollyween. That's where that whole thing came from. I was like, oh, cool. I'm going to steal that. So I had like a banner made and everything. And the cake said Hollyween on it. Anyway, it was a costume party. And at the time we had a giant trampoline. And like I was 18. I was like, yeah, let's do it. So in Australia, there's this like mixed alcoholic drink called a vodka cruiser. And it's like the equivalent of like one standard drink. So it doesn't do much. And it was like, it tasted like creaming soda. And I had a few of those. And for some reason, I thought it was a great idea to get on my trampoline. And like prior to me having these drinks, not the cruises, I know. This was back when I used to drink. So I had like I think I had like one, and I did a front flip, and I didn't land it properly. I landed on my butt. So after I'd had like 5 or 6, so I'm a little tipsy. This was like my birthday party, okay? Full disclosure. I landed every single one. Every single one. Only after I had had something to drink, which was like insane. And now I have like one drink a year. That's it. And I'm done. I'm like, goodbye. I can't be bothered. Firstly, it's expensive. Secondly, everything really tastes terrible. The only reason I liked drinks like those cruises is because they didn't taste like anything, or cocktails, because again, they just taste like fruit. Except they're expensive. So I'm like, why would I waste my money on that when like I don't care about it? It's boring. I'm fine on my own. So it's like, yeah, that was fun. So apparently when I have alcohol, I'm really good at front flips. So there you go. Alcohol everywhere is expensive. Like I remember, like I don't even know why I just stopped drinking. I just stopped one day. I was at this place called the Sky Garden in London with my cousin. And like I think I had like a passion fruit cider or something. And then after that, like I never really had anything again. Like I think I had a cocktail at this one place earlier this year, and I had like one Smirnoff Ice. And like that's it. Like every Christmas, mom was like, "What do you want to drink at Christmas?" And I'm like, "Can we just get like some iced tea and some Diet Coke, please?" And she's like, "You don't want to have cocktails with us?" I'm like, "No, like don't buy me anything. I love a good strawberry daiquiri, but I'm like, I don't care." Like if I went on a cruise, like you know how they do those drinks package, I'm not getting it. Coke Zero for me. I'm in a Coke Zero phase. Can I still do a front flip on a trampoline? Yes. Front handsprings though I can do. Hi Kai. Oh, speaking of front handsprings, hi. He's about to show us all up with his gymnastic skills. Good for Kai. Lame. So yeah, that's my story. Look, to what I would say, I mean, not to give you life advice or to be a bad role model, but like I would just try it once. Just so that like, I guess, because like that was always my question. I was like, what does this taste like? Because like, I guess everyone makes a big deal about it being amazing. So I was like, oh, let's try it. And like I tried beer. It tasted horrible. I was like, ew. So, you know, try it and then leave it. Don't call Coke Zero nasty. Really offensive. So mean. I know, right, Kai? It's like I've just like it's like you sign. Like I say it and suddenly I've summoned you. Drinking my Pepsi Max Lemon. Ew. No, I don't really do swimming. Not that much. Don't like any cola drinks. Really? I mean, I was really into Sprite earlier this year, and then one day I was just like, not doing Sprite again. Back on Coke Zero, and now I'm a Coke Zero or iced tea. Lipton peach iced tea. I love it. I cannot do American iced tea though. It's disgusting. It's too sour to me. I'm like, no. Water and OJ. I had some orange juice this morning. It was good. See, I'm just a water person. Like, I'm like, yeah, give me some of that. Give me some of that Dr. Pepper. Ew. No. No, no, no. Jake, I don't know what Jake's agreeing with me, but there we go. Do we get regular Coke? Regular Coke, I hate it. Like, you know, there's people who are like, "I can tell the difference." No, I can tell the difference because, like, I've barely drunk any regular Coke in my life. So it's like if I ever get drinks mixed up, like, I'll take a sip out of each one and I'm like, "Yep, that's not Coke. Here you go. Have your drink back," and then I'll just keep my one if it's not, like, labeled or anything. Like, I can't say. I was about to say peach iced tea. Peach iced tea is good. Like, I drink it in my James Bond review. I was, like, starting to edit that last night, and I have a martini glass or, like, a cocktail glass from a thing, and I have my thing of peach iced tea, and I, like, shake because, like, I'm not gonna have anything else, and if I put water in, then it would just look like straight, like, tequila or vodka. I'm, like, not doing that. So I was like, "I'll grab my iced tea because, like, I wanted to finish it up as well." So I, like, shake it, and I pour it in, and I just, like, drink it out of this glass to, like, go in the theme with James Bond. I love it. So tasty. I've never tried Mountain Dew either. Mountain Dew never appealed to me. Or like vanilla Coke. Like I know a lot of people go on about that. Not for me. I love Gatorade. Whenever I'd have like my dance concerts, I would buy 2 giant bottles and I would have I think it was like a tropical fruit one or something. Hey BFAB, how are you doing? Are you doing better? I hope you're okay. Um Yeah, and I would drink 2 of them. I'd have 1 during the day for, like, our dress rehearsal or stage rehearsal technically, and then I would have 1 during the actual concert. Because like, there was one point I was doing 13 dances back to back in, like, a 2.5-hour show, and there's, like, 50 in total. I was like, "This is a lot." Because like, you have to get changed in between then. It's just tiring. Good morning, Owen. Oh my gosh, it's now the morning in Europe. Parrot over Gatorade? Not for me. I'm a Gatorade person. She's like, "I can't do Pepsi." Disgusting. Like, I remember, like, you know how like everyone has a preference, right? Like, you know, like what they want. Like, people are either a Coke person or a Pepsi person. So my first boyfriend, the one that I like to forget that I never even dated, right? The guy was weird. He was obsessed with Pepsi, and I was like, bro, calm down. He did a lot of weird things. Like, you know how we were all talking about hairstyling earlier? So he would literally dunk his head in the swimming pool and then just like flick it back like a dog. And it was like relatively long. I hated it. I thought it looked terrible. Which really, I guess, just goes along with everything else that I thought about. Exactly, major red flags, absolute red flags. To do, you know, sometimes you just get excited at the fact that, hey, someone's giving me attention. Oh, the idea of a relationship sounds nice after you go throughout the entirety of high school never having anyone have a crush on you. Anyway, so he'd like dump his head in the swimming pool and be like, yep, it's starved. And I was like, oh, I was about to say a bad word. Weird. Weird. Every single year, though, without a doubt, I will go and stalk every single person. I always go back. I'm like, so what is this guy up to? Oh, so what's this one up to? Okay. Ooh, all right. Interesting. Oh, okay. It's a real roller coaster. It's very fun, though. It's very fun. Like, I'm not drunk having a mental breakdown on a stream, so I'm all right for now. That's good. I'm glad. Glad you're doing all right, though. Seriously. I just did the look. It's the first person that showed me attention in that type of way in my life. And that idea excited me. Did I actually care about this person or have any feelings for them? No. I purely dated them for the idea and the concept. And don't do that. Firstly, you're going to regret it. Secondly, you feel bad. Because then when I realized, I was like, oh. And then I broke up with him and bought the Disney castle, and now we're here. Butterfly effect. Well, think about it this way, guys. If I didn't date that idiot and buy this Disney castle because of how guilty I felt and the fact that I wanted something to take my mind off the fact that I was a terrible person and felt really guilty, then I wouldn't be here. So there you go. Life lessons, everyone. Life lessons. Asian, going off that point, right? Well, I do have to turn it back myself, right? Going back to that point, I was talking with my friends when I was out for brunch with them this morning. I was like, you know what? I'm really glad I didn't date anyone in high school because no one can turn around and be like, yeah, I used to date her. I was like, nah, can't do that. So high school reunion makes it so much less awkward because you don't have to worry about that. It's great. Oh dear. The only boy who ever had a crush on me in school was a boy in year 1. At the start of year 2, he said he had a crush on another girl as well. So I pretended to have a crush on his twin brother. Oh, that's good. Oh, that is great. I was one of those guys that didn't take the hints, and some of the people who liked me told me after high school, oof, That's awkward. That's not good. Oh no. Exactly, Jay. Exactly. As soon as you realize you gotta do the hard thing. And like he lived like 2 hours away from me. So I'd always have to, and the reason as well I realized I was like, yeah, I don't really want to go and visit you because there's traffic and it's gonna take me a long time. And I was like, oh, I don't actually like you. Otherwise I probably would have driven. And it only took like 3 months for me to realize. It was so short. But like I called him up to do it because I was like, well, texting's dodge. And I'm like, I'm not gonna drive 2 hours just to be like, hey, don't actually like you. See ya, and then drive 2 hours home. That's a waste of petrol and my time. So I called him up. He's like, you're a real coward for doing it over the phone. I was like, okay. I was like bawling my eyes out. I just felt so bad. Like I wasn't even upset. I just felt like a horrible person, and that's why I was. Good tie. I only have 1 or 2 people I have a crush on. Gasp. Asian. How dare you? I'm not a dater at all. I've just never really gotten to that point. Like my sisters have wanted to start dating at 13, but I literally had any other interest. I guess I'm weird. No, you are going at your own pace. That's great. Go at your own pace. You should never feel rushed into anything. I was one of those people that was like, I want a boyfriend. And it was literally just because of the idea. Like it was just an exciting idea. You see it in movies, you see it in TV shows. Like I'm watching Hannah Montana and she's like got Jake Ryan or Jesse. Ooh, who are we gonna pick, Jake or Jesse? I was team Jake for reference. And it's just like it's interesting. Also, hi topic. I saw your comment and I forgot to say hi. Hello. Hey Rosie, how you going? But it's like, and that's why like I got into that first relationship because I was just like, oh, this guy has a crush on me. He's very weird in a lot of ways. His family was very forward. And I like I've just felt really awkward the whole time. And I was like, look, it was great. It was good because I learned a lot from the experience. So there's that. But otherwise, it's like if anyone ever brings up the name or him or tells me, like my mom was talking about how he used to dip his hair in the pool and just like flick it up, and she was like, "Oh yeah, it was weird." I was like, "Yeah, let's not talk about that. I don't want to forget that that ever happened." So don't date someone just because you like the idea. Make sure that you like the person and you don't just want a relationship. That is my advice for you today. So there you go. My crush I had in school had a crush on the popular girl who hated me. Oof. That's awkward. There's nothing more heartbreaking than seeing your high school crush like or date someone else. You're like, oh, stab. Was in my first relationship last year and I'm happy it ended on good terms. I'm still good friends with her. No toxic breakups. Oh, that's so good. Congratulations. I'm glad that worked out. A good friend of mine wants a relationship and I told him just to wait until the time is right. You'll know it. Fact. I got to meet more people. That's the spirit. The girl I had a crush on told me years after that if she was single, she would have dated me. So I took a big L. Aw, I'm more self-aware. That's good. I mean, girls don't like to communicate their own emotions. And I say this from experience. I get nervous. I'm like, "Ugh, I have to tell you exactly what I'm feeling. Oh dear. It's weird. But like the thing is as well, it's like, or maybe that's just an experience that I've had that it's like, oh no, I don't know. Gotta get out of my Lego room often. Mood. How do you feel looking like that Aussie girl from the Tom Holland Spider-Man movies? Oi, I like her. She's so cool. She's funny. I don't think I look like her though, necessarily. Angori Rice. She's sick. I'm a psychology major, so I love reading between the lines of people's relationships. Lamo. Psychology majors are creepy. Oh, that'd be funny. That'll be funny. Oh my god, look at this. What the heck? What is this? Sorry, I need to use the air quotes for this. I liked a girl in preschool 12 years ago. She just switched to my high school and I instantly remember why her life is actually why. That's actually really cool. That's really cute. Guys, Lego rooms are fun. Yeah, I don't see it either. Angry Rosso is pretty cool. She's in that movie, isn't she, with like Rebel Wilson on Netflix? That really weird one. Like, damn, I want to see that. I have not, Kai. I have not watched that. I haven't watched Breaking Bad. They are both on my watch list because they seem like those really good shows. I also really want to watch the new Game of Thrones prequel, the Dragons one. So I'll probably get through that first, and then when I'm done with that, I'll go and watch like things like Breaking Bad because they look really good. Honestly, happy that if nowadays I tell a girl I collect Lego sets, they won't judge me being 21 rocks. I mean, here's the thing. Here's my advice, right? In general, and I've said this before. If you find someone and you meet someone in like a romantic relationship or even a friendship, even a platonic friendship, if they don't and if they judge you for your hobbies and your interests and they're like, "Oh, that's weird," you cut them off. You cut them off because your true friends and people who truly care about you and like you will support you and be like, "Oh, that's cool." Going back to that first boyfriend who I forget doesn't exist, did not like my hobby. It's a good thing we got rid of him. You learn, guys. Platonic with a capital P. Exactly. I met my first girlfriend through Lego a few years back. I don't really count it though because I was 15 and it only lasted like 4 months. Okay, so by that logic, if it lasted only 4 months, does that mean that my first boyfriend who only lasted 3 months doesn't count? Because can we make that thing? I still count it. I'll be mean to myself. You got to learn from your mistakes, guys. You got to learn from your mistakes. Oh dear. A good tip to talk to your crush is to talk to him or her as if she was your friends and not think that they will become the love of your life. That will make it easier. That's what I told myself when I was like 16 and I got nervous talking to boys. I was like, oh, okay, maybe I should just talk to you like you're a real person. Life's a lot easier. Well, that I have no true friends. I have no real friends anyway, so I don't care. Ben, you will find some one day. Breaking Bad is now my favorite show ever. I binged both shows over the summer. How long did it take you just so I have a reference? I want to watch House of Dragons, but I'm worried. The last season of Game of Thrones was next level awful. It feels like I'm getting back to the partner that hurt me. Look, I'm worried, but I'm also like, look, I'm gonna be positive. I'm gonna give it a try. Just gonna know. Ned Flanders, Tyler. Go know as Ned Flanders. God, y'all are talking too fast. I cannot keep up. I know you guys have lots of stories, but it's making me really hard to read. The big brain players when you're dating a girl and don't tell her about your Lego hobby until 3 dates in. First, you have them fall in love, and then you have to tell them. But then they might judge you, and then you might have to cut them off, and then you'll be attached, and it will hurt more. So there's that too. I mean, I wouldn't wait. I would do it early. Be like, oh, by the way, like, when people are like, what are your interests? Be like, oh, I'm really into Lego. Like, I collect a lot of it. Here's my giant Lego collection. Enjoy. Really good. That's where I'd rather date a friend despite how weird it would be. No, it only gets weird afterwards. Like, for example, one of my best friends, who I also had a crush on at the time, right? Who I went to high school with, he started dating one of my friends, right? And it was like all fine. Like, we're in the friendship group. I mean, admittedly, he started talking to me a lot less at that point. Wonder why? Oh, because I'm a girl. Anyway, like, I would still talk to him at like school and everything, and it would be all good. But then when they broke up, like, the whole friendship group sort of split off. So, like, it was really awkward and uncomfortable then. So, like, it's all good until things go wrong. If they go wrong. I'll be nice. I'll be positive. One time in school, just as we were going to, a PE teacher came in and said that we had to talk about nutrition, and that went for half an hour, which was useless. I know for food, we got 2 minutes of PE. That reminds me of like our science lessons, and we never did experiments. Well, I stayed in my basement for too long in summer, so this won't be the same for you. It took me 2 weeks to watch Breaking Bad, 2.5 for Better Call Saul. Okay, so by that estimate, I'm gonna go for like maybe a month, maybe 2 months to get through it. Okay, that's good. So we're on the third day. No, no. Now she has her own Lego color. See, that's what you got to do. Take advice from Mr. Saurus, right? You get someone, you hook them in, you show them into your hobby. Then you get them so addicted that they want to buy all the same stuff that you do. That's what you do. You do a Ross. Great. And then I get more friends too. It's great. Love it. Love it, love it. Love it, love it, love it. Can we wrap this up soon? Oh my god, Ben, you can just leave it anytime. You are all good. All good. Simple solution to talk to a tracking boat. First up, split up a game. Oh my god, That's so mean. That is so mean. And then become a Lego YouTuber. Exactly. And then you get bonus level. No, Jake. No, Jake. On season 2 of Breaking Bad right now, just slowly chipping at it. One of my favorite, the only things I know about Breaking Bad, I mean, I get the general concept, like I know what it's about, but like I love the fact that people are like, oh yeah, It's also based in Albuquerque, the same place that High School Musical is based on. Oh yeah, and they like make jokes about that. I love that. That's such like a sad thing. We're making fried rice for dinner. Oh yum! No, go make your fried rice. I'm having pizza for dinner. I'm excited. Get them hooked on your hobby. Exactly. Gotta have shared interests. Even if that's just like taste in movies or maybe an activity. Maybe you like the same sport. That's what you gotta do. Pizza lucky. I know, right? We had good burgers as well the other night. Oh, from my favorite burger place. I love it. I love it. About yeah, exactly those jokes. I've seen them. I love them. I don't even have time to meet people. I'm usually working, doing college, or renovating something. I don't have time for new friends. I also have no one talking to my hobbies. Damn, this is really good advice. Thank you. I love pretending like I'm really good. Or mostly I just like talk about my own life experience and hope that someone can gain something from that. It's fun. Yes, in summary, talk to people, get them into your hobby, share interest. I mean, it's like think about like the way you have like friends, like right, like you always like share something in common with your friends. Think about that the same way when you think about like romantic partners. Because if you don't like share some interest, like you don't have to match on everything. Like it's good to have different interests because then you can like introduce them to like things that you like. Be like, hey, I enjoy this sport. Here you go. Or I mean, in my case, hey, I love musical theater. Hey, check this out. Or like, hey, here's this thing I like to do. And like you just let them know. Like it's fun. Because like you gotta have common ground somewhere. Or at least that's what I've learned, pretending. Well, like I pretend like I'm some all glorious wisdom, wise person. I'm not. A lot of my stuff I learned from life experience. A lot of my life has been, hey, we're gonna throw you in the deep end and just see if you float. Like when I learned tap for the first time, I was an amateur doing it with tons of people who had done it for years. Okay, fine. Literally my career. Hey, film and television. We're just gonna here's everything at once. Good luck. I was like, help. Zero confidence. Now, like for example, I used to be terrified talking on the phone, especially when I was talking on the phone and some other people are like standing around me and they can hear me talking on the phone. I hated it. I got super anxious. Now I can do that. I'm like, oh yeah, we're going. I should be a life coach. But like life coaches are weird. Kind of life in general, if you think about it. Mm-hmm. Every Star Wars guy's dream is to introduce their girlfriend to Star Wars and have them fall in love with the series. But I already like Star Wars. Damn it. Yeah, that's the thing. What if you find someone that already likes Star Wars, then you don't get that satisfaction? But then they like Star Wars, so it's still a boner. I don't know. Also terrified of answering the phone. It's horrifying. Now, here's me calling up FedEx being like, hi, give me my money back because you delivered my package 5 days late. That's on character development right there. Telling you right now. I have to go now. Bye. See ya, Thomas. I mean, I'll probably wrap up soon. Oh, I said that half an hour ago. Oops. 80% of the calls I get are spammers. I thought that was me the other day because I got a phone call from Japan and then I was like, but I just called up FedEx and they told me that they were going to call me. So I was like, okay, I'll answer it. And it was FedEx. I was like, oh, I was totally going to ignore that. That's exactly what happened with my girlfriend. I watch every single Star Wars movie and TV series with her and she loves it. That's amazing. And then you go to Galaxy's Edge and you build matching lights or you build lightsabers. Phone call anxiety is the worst. It took so long for me to get over. Like a good 2 years, I feel like. Like often if I had to call someone, I would go into a different room so I didn't have to do it in front of people. And I was like, just to get it done. I hated it. I hated it. I'm pretty sure I'll just have to reject anyone who is unwilling to put up with my addictions to Lego, Marvel, and Star Wars. That's the spirit. That's the spirit. We're going to head to bed. Oh my gosh. Yes, go to sleep. Go to sleep now. Good night. Thank you for hanging out with us. I still have that. Not too severe, but I still have it. It took a long time. They haven't yet. They haven't. I called them up on Tuesday, BFAB, and I was like, hi, this got delivered yesterday, and I got 2 missed calls, but I couldn't answer it because I was driving. I was not driving. I was live streaming. Anyway, and I was like, yeah, so I still haven't had any progress with my... I love that I'm just, like, got my phone here, like, trying to reenact it. I was like, hello, like, I haven't had any progress. I don't even speak on the phone like this. I hate putting it up to my ear. I always speak on phone. I was like this. I'm chasing my money back for this item. Okay, yeah, we'll put you on the phone and like they'll call you tomorrow. I was at the hairdressers. Did they call? No. So, and I sent them an email last weekend, and then I checked and I was like, I haven't heard back. So I responded to the email being like, your service is atrocious. I have not had a single update on getting my money back. I've submitted all of your paperwork. You're not doing anything. So then I'm going to call them again, be like, where is my claim? Process this. Give me my money back. And I'm also going to try and demand some of the value of the item because of the fact that it was so delayed and I missed out on several days of work that I could have had. That review could have been up 4 days earlier. That could have had a lot more views, which views equal money. That's how YouTube works. So I'm going to be like, hey, you've cost me a lot of money in business. Like, what are you doing? So I'm going to go full angry Karen on them. I can imagine it being a nightmare. Absolutely, Oddish. Absolutely. On call, my toxic friend asked me if she wanted to gossip about this girl, and this girl came through the door, and I found out they were testing me. Please tell me that you cut both of them off. That's so Dodge. I was literally ordering food at the bowling alley, and when the worker was getting our drinks, the cups almost fell, and I caught it. Oh my gosh. You icon. God love the postal system. Yeah, loves the word we're using. Because, like, here's the thing. It's like it's the delivery drivers that stuffed this up. And then the customer service staff were being unhelpful as well. Like, I know it's not their fault that the delivery driver stuffed up. And I hope that, like, most people understand that as well, like, when you're dealing with stuff like this. But then the customer service reps who were supposed to help you, like, put forward these claims and, like, look up, like, at first they were doing their job, right? Because it hadn't been delivered. But then I'm like, all right, well, now I need to put forward a claim. And now they're not helping. I'm like, well, now you're not doing your job either. I'm like, going to lose my mind. And then the website just keeps taking you round in circles and doesn't actually help you fill in a claim. I'm like, what the heck? You're too young to be Karen. Then what am I? A Jessica? Jessica? What's the male equivalent to a Karen? It's like a Steve. Interesting. I fell out of a truck. You fell out of a FedEx truck. Oh my God. A Ken. Good. Kevin. I like Kevin. No, Kyle is an F-boy name. That's what that is. That's what a Kyle is. Like a Kyle and a Chad. You stay away from them. Or anyone whose name starts with J. No offense to everyone who has a name that starts with J, but like, usually they're not very good. Or like the kind of dodge. My first boyfriend started with a J. But then, like, he was weird to begin with. Anyway, moving on. Male Karen is called Ken. Really? I like Darren. Darren I can get behind. I heard Richard. Richard makes sense. Richard makes sense. I'm massively insulted. Yeah, shout out to Jake and Jay. Especially Jake. Jake just sounds like a name that, like, is trouble. Sorry, Jake, you're doomed. You're absolutely doomed. I dread to think what the delivery and port charge would be on a set like that. Luckily for me, it wasn't too much because it was relatively close. But it was 300. It was over 300 New Zealand, which for me is like 200 and something. Like, it's, I could have bought the Justifier instead for the price of that delivery. So if I don't get that back, I'm going to rage, especially because I paid for overnight. It was not overnight. And then it got lost temporarily. So I'm mad. I already pull hella. Sure you do, Jay. The master of Fall Guys. If your name is Chad, you're automatically attractive. If your face isn't, no, that's bad. What are you trying to bat us in jail, J boys? It's just a known fact. I'm sorry. So here's a piece of advice for everyone with a J name. Girls are going to be wary of you because it's known that, like, people with J names can often be kind of bad. So they're going to be wary of you. They're going to be hesitant. They're going to be like, oh no, with J name, like, J name is an instant red flag. Okay? It's like basic boy names, like, red flag. You got to be extra careful. So be careful out there because people will be hesitant. You got to prove that, you know, you're good. So you're fine. We have one J who is very lucky then, since that is an online name. You've escaped that. That's not horrific. I know, right? I got very lucky. Very, very lucky. But then again, all of the money that I would have paid forward towards shipping for other things went into buying the set itself. And I was like, oh, lovely. We've been a chat in this side of the community. Have you though? I'm kidding. I can't keep bullying you. I do it so often. It's so bad. We've got a toxic relationship, guys. Really, really bad. My name's not basic or common. No, fair enough. My name's much more unique. I love unique names. Then again, there's like those weird celebrity names, and I'm like, what are you doing? What are you doing? I don't want to be that guy. Good. You don't. You don't. I was about to say Ben's another pretty basic name, but it's not. And I was about, I can't go offending everyone today. No, but the J's though, J is like a known thing. Same with the name Kyle. I've not met a good Kyle in my life. In fact, that name scars me. I'm like, oh dear, you're scaring me. See, that's the thing. I don't think that guys know that girls are like, oh, J names, like that's bad. I don't think they are. Well, there you go. You've learned something new. Girls are wary of of names that start with J, because like often there's like people like Jordans, Jacobs, Jakes. I feel like those are like the main four that people are like, Jeremy. But then again, Jeremy from Phineas and Ferb was like really good. I haven't met a Jeremy actually in my life. Oh, speaking of Jeremy, Rune just coming through with a hot take. Jack, that's another one. Jack, I forgot about Jack. Oh my god, Minifigure, that is horrible. I am so sorry. I'm so sorry. Minifigures Assemble, just to recall, is your name Lucy? Or am I thinking about someone else? Because I try and remember people's first names, but I feel like it's been a while. My homie's name's Josh. Well, there you go. Joker, Jim Carrey. No, Jack's a bad. I feel like Josh is always like the worst one though, like out of the J's. Like if you met a Josh, you're like, oh damn it. That's bad. I say that. Shout out to Josh from Josh Built Stuff. See? Again, like could be wary because he's a Josh. Who knows? Yikes. I'd avoid a Josh, Jake, Jordan, Jeremy, Jack, and Jerry. Exactly. I'm sorry, Jake, but your name does unfortunately fall into this category of I need to be wary. John. I remember I knew a John who was like such a tryhard at like high school sports and like was so annoying. If they ever see this, I'm sorry. Not that they're ever gonna see this, but anyway. But like I haven't met too many Johns. I feel like my name isn't Lucy. Damn it. It's someone else I'm thinking of, and now I'm getting confused. Either way, you've had a very rough time. This is still going, hi, Abishay. We're talking about how people's names that start with J are very problematic. Is this chat PG? Technically, I mean, I've talked about how I drunk vodka cruises and then did front flips on a trampoline, so I think so. No one mentioned Jesse. I haven't met a bad Jesse. Not again, I haven't met a Jesse in general. Bravo, there's called Josh. Lily, would you agree that you have to be wary? Oh, that is a cool name. Rodrigo is a cool name. I haven't met too many Rodrigos. Besides Rod, NFL Rod. Man, that was cool being able to meet him. The only John I can remember was this gym coach I had. Oh. Wait, like Kai, like that stuff? Or like other stuff? Like what are we doing? What are we talking about here? I just read that as like Jimmy Woo Sundin, who was a kid's gym coach. I was right then. Ooh. Yikes. I'm glad though that he did get arrested because that would be far worse if he didn't. Oh dear. Jacks are the worst. This one Jack in my class had a crush on my toxic friend, and to impress her, he kicked a football in her eye. Why do people think that that's a good idea? Jake, that's so really funny. No, you know what I am? I'm that girl at the beginning of the Baby Got Back song by Sir Mix-a-Lot, who's like, oh my god. That's funny. See, I'm glad that you're bullying me back. You know, that's what we're at. That's true, Abishay, and he definitely should be. Definitely should be. All right, everyone. Well, we've been going for 2.5 hours. I did not expect to be sitting here talking for 2.5 hours. In summary, don't buy really bad, bitten and chewed up old Harry Potter sets. Pay the amount, and you know, there's a reason why it's super cheap. If your name starts with J, people are going to be cautious of you. Um, and that is mainly and get hair gel. Learn to style your hair. Those are today's life lessons. And Ben, your homework is to watch High School Musical. Thank you. It's not nearly midnight, it's 5:45. Y'all, I'm not problematic. I'm just cringe. Is that also part of the J stereotype? I don't think so. I think so. Why do kids between there? Like, I'm sure this would have had to have been a dog or something. But then there's too many that I'm like, maybe it was. Maybe it was. Also, relationships are worrisome. Not always. What's my homework? Lily, your homework is to. I'm trying to think of something. Is to download Fall Guys so that you can play with us next time we play. It's almost 1 a.m. I mean, it's 6 p.m. for me, which means it's almost pizza time. What if you don't have any hair? Then good, you don't have to worry about styling it until it grows. There you go. I still need to film video intros. Oh, dear. I need something to do while dying. Play Fall Guys. Duh. Duh, duh, duh. Easy. What's mine? Jake, you need to learn to be worse at Fall Guys and to learn that your name comes with a big red flag attached to it and that you need to prove to learn not to. So there you go. That's low-key discouraging though. Don't feel discouraged. It's just like, it's sort of like a jokey thing that people are like, oh, like everyone's had a bad experience with a J. But at the same time, it's like, I think people do take that seriously. So just be aware. But like, if you're yourself, you're fine. Like, I feel like it's better to know that, like, hey, there are some people that think there's like this really weird thing with like J's, and I'm a living red flag. We know, Jake. Oh my God, Ben. So mean to me. Can we rip this up? Anyway, everyone, thanks for hanging out with me today. It was a lot of fun just to sit down chatting and talking and relaxing. Had a great time. Got to be productive. I did not finish painting my nails like I thought I was going to, but that's fine. We'll do that today. See you later. Have a good day. Have a good night. Enjoy. Oh my gosh, so mean, Abishai. My mouth would burn. Anyway, goodbye, everyone. Thanks for seeing. Okay, bye. Have a great day. See ya. Oh, damn it. I forget that there's always a second end screen. Okay, bye.